What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Roll up, it's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State. And I'm kicking it with the illest. Larion, CJ, what it do?
Oh, man, everything area. Hot outside. Oh, my goodness. it's scorcher out there.
Yeah, so, bro, it was like, last week we was talking about, it being rainy and all that type of shit. And this week, it's been bright and sunny and bright and sunny.
Well,
they was having a temperature competition on the timeline. I said,
who was hotter?
I sent a tweet out said, yo, man, like this South Florida sun beat my ass.
Man, this shit ain't nothing like Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Buddy came on in my mention and said, why South Florida cats only think South Florida get hot? I'm like, well, I ain't say none of that, bro. I'm just vibing, man.
Trust me, we went to New Orleans. It was hot.
Dog. When we talk about Florida humidity, that shit a different level of humidity. I promise you, because they're below sea level too. But being in New Orleans, it made me realize, and I talk about being humidity in Tallahassee all the time and sweating at night and all that type of shit. New Orleans really how can I put this? No city can really make me notice the humidity, become so used to it. But New Orleans, that shit made me notice the humidity, bro. Like, for real.
Oh yeah, you was drenched in the shade out there.
Yeah,
that's how Savannah is. We below sea level, real humid, real sticky and nasty and shit.
Oh, really, Savannah like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was having a debate on the timeline as well too. Talking about like dry heat versus humidity. I said, give me the dry heat, all day, man, because you don't sweat like that. This humidity, I'm sweating pretty much 24 hours a day. I took my trash. I was like 84 on paper. She was like 95 to 96 after the humidity, bro. Took my trash to the road to get picked up in the morning. Come back with a light sweat, man. It's crazy.
And I need another shower and shit.
Right.
That's why I like Vegas. I want to go to Arizona and shit. Yeah, that was fine out there. And I'm a person that sweat, but Vegas wasn't like that because it's just that dry.
You take your big boy rag out there?
No, man.
You only need your big boy rag, huh, man?
I was vibing, walking down the strip, everything. I said, man, this ain't bad.
It's crazy how a big boy rag is.
I caught a different Vegas because boy, I was sweating my ass off when I went to Vegas. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think I was sweating when I went, bro. I really don't think I was.
I couldn't believe it. I was fine.
I looked like a glazed hot dog by the sweating my ass. I had bronzer on or something, bro.
Oh shit. Well, enough about the weather.
It's definitely been all time hot though.
We got an exciting show on the way, man. Been some big whiffs, some big commits. Florida State might getting heated up on the trail. What's going on?
Yeah, man, getting heated up a little, man. Cranking the car up. You got some more stuff coming in a couple of days, so July could be pretty interesting.
Big whiffs down in Dade County, man. We're gonna talk about it. We got Ronald Powell pulling up and hang out with us, former #1 player in the country, and also Florida Gator defensive end. Should be a dope episode, man. What you say, Larion? What you got, man?
Man, we're gonna have the greatest 3-star class ever assembled. They're gonna look back at this class and say,
y'all did get a commit. Well,
we got 2 since the last show. Yeah, we got 2 commits since the last show. Both of them is composite 3s on 247, I believe. Yeah. I think 247 got 1 rated a 4, but the composite on both of them are 3. Yeah, they're gonna say, "Wow, man, what great evaluations."
They teams, you keep them clean though.
all day.
Keep them clean.
Yeah,
gotta keep them clean. What the hell going on with Twitter, bro? Elon wilding, dog. CJ couldn't even get his shit off like he wanted to. He been waiting all week for July and this shit to get started, bro. And then Elon's like, "Nah, I don't really fuck Florida State like that."
It's been 3 weeks, since you ever on that tough run and been talking hella shit on the timeline. So I want to get my jabs in it and talk some shit too. But the trolls have really hit the same with not being able to see tweets and people not being able to see your tweets as well, bro. It's the perfect damn time. Elon knew what was coming that Saturday, and he put a cap on it, bro. It's just crazy though, man. It seems like there's always something going on with the app since the man took over the app.
What do you want? What's his ultimate purpose? That I'm trying to figure out. Like, why you care how much I'm reading? You got advertisers, so doesn't it help to keep me on the app? Now you telling me to leave the app.
That's why I think it's bigger than that, Larion, because it don't make sense to like limit what he doing. I don't think it's just about subscriber money. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a power move and other things. With these feeds, man, you can manipulate what gets out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of conspiracies around this, a lot of thoughts around this, but I think it's bigger than just him wanting subscriptions. And I also think, my opinion on social media, I think like big social media is about to die, as we can see. They're not the only people that shadow banning and doing weird shit. Instagram is doing it as well. Facebook does it.
Right.
Twitter was just always, free, like just bro.
That was the last free roam.
Yeah, bro. Like you was able to get your shit off for a while, and that just came to a screeching halt.
Yeah, they gonna pull the nudity next, boy, and that's really gonna be the death of it.
How they ban the snowman, and they got boobs and all type of stuff all over Twitter. I'm like, bro, they really got me out of here.
You can see some wild shit on Twitter.
The boys had a conference call, man. The boys had a conference call. Said he got to go. They said let's jump him.
Yeah. I know, bro. Like I get it.
Yeah,
I would jump me too.
I would not. I would feel like the biggest loser on earth to be like, hey man, let's all report him. Like, what'd he do? I don't like this.
It's okay. I know people in high places.
You hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
With that.
I don't like that dude.
Something nasty about my favorite team.
You know you can mute that guy, right? You know you can mute him, right?
How dare you talk?
I gotta see it.
I gotta see it.
I need
I
it.
gotta reply.
Right.
Ah!
I got another clown emoji for him.
Oh my God.
That'll teach him.
That'll teach you one day. I don't like that clown shit.
No,
they
but
be like, man, why you want to get violent? I'm like, he called me a clown. I don't like that shit.
You stole the timeline 2-3 times, man. You pretty much out of there for the remainder of the day. Well, is there a time limit on it?
No, ain't no time, but you get what he said, 600. What do they call
Reads. How he said a thing.
Rate limits is what they call it. You get your rate limit at 600 views, man. So all y'all boys that replying to all my tweets and shooting me them clown emojis, it's gonna cost your ass now. You better use them damn emojis.
Use them sparingly. Yeah. Nah, he'll say something clownier in a little bit. Hold it.
Right. Get a few more hours. I'll wait till now.
You gotta pick and choose. I like that part of it. I just think it's crazy. Like I think
600, bro. You really picking and choosing.
You gotta be wise with it. You gotta hang out in your mentions too.
Well, because
it's Free Willy just scrolling the time.
Stay in your mentions for the most part.
Yeah, you telling me reads, right, or views.
Pretty much views.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what if I want? Like, bro, you gotta come up with a whole new timeline. I gotta make a new timeline just to follow.
The crazy part that's blowing me is the people that actually subscribe. They got a limit as well. Like that makes no sense to me at all.
None of it makes sense. Like if you want their money, right? Then once you get their money, you think they treat them nice, right? So
right,
exactly. To keep the money,
right?
Maybe he just wants us off social media.
He told everybody to go touch some grass.
Yeah, like he said, go outside, man. Let the sun hit your skin, man.
Run your kids. I
ain't mad at that.
And they thought I was just trolling. But some of you motherfuckers really need to go touch some grass. Some people like never clock out of this shit, man.
Yeah,
it's true. Never.
I used to live like that, man.
That's where you get the people that report pages and stuff.
Man, I used to be on Twitter so much. Chick told me she ain't thought I had a job. She still hooked up with me.
I'm just gonna be vast about what I talk about, man. Like you gotta sprinkle some other stuff in, or like you can tell it's the ones. It's the ones that got all the team name and they ad handle. They be the main ones, but. Bro, you got to talk about more. It's more in life than just college football. I love this shit too, but man, tweet a song here and there, some lyrics, man.
Come on,
a Bible verse. Give me something, baby. You can't just Gator all day, dog.
Shit's exhausting. It is a lot. Elon wants y'all to go outside. I guess that's just the ultimate master plan is he bought this shit just to take it from us. And now he just having fun with it on the way out the door. He'd be like, all right, now everybody go outside.
He's a powerful man, bro. I think there's we'll see the twists and turns to all of this. But politics and elections is on the way. And these social media apps are a big tool with pushing elections, swaying elections. So I take everything as it is, man. I don't think it's just by no subscriptions. And
Let's get into politics a little bit, man. Y'all boys
Nah,
gonna vote for Trump?
we ain't finna do that.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad.
Nah, we gonna vibe off of that, bro. You know
I thought we could take it a new direction today.
no political views on here. We're gonna get shut down.
Oh man.
Hey, we are at the Trap. Oh, and our website on the way. Before we get into any of that, our website on the way, man. It's gonna be it's community built. It's built around Florida State, and Miami. We have message board for all three, and then we also have Cane Smoke, which will be ran by Larion. CJ's running Noles Smoke, and I run Gator Smoke. And we all gonna have our separate little things, our insider boards, that come with a subscription. But the main board is gonna be absolutely free. We also have a hub for all of our podcasts on the network. We have bringing some writers on board that'll be writing articles about what's going on with recruiting or the state status of the team updates, all of that stuff, man. We're going full-fledged media at the Rollup Network, man. So tap in with us. The site's gonna drop. I'm hoping 4th of July. It's the latest. If it's ready, it's already ready now. But if it's all the bells and whistles, everything's no glitches, I'm going to drop it as soon as it's done. I'm not waiting on no special moment. When the tech guys say, yeah, we all good, I'm dropping it. And then we'll put a tweet out and let y'all know. We've been talking about this site for a while. Yeah, pull up, hang out.
Follow us on everything.
Right, yeah, follow us on Instagram and all that stuff, too. Twitter getting weird. We following back and all that, man. Find Rollup Network. If you find a Rollup Network account, all of our @ handles is right there in that profile, the Rollup Network. So tap in with us. And also, if you're in the Atlanta area, pull up. We're going to get into the show, but pull up Thursday. We at the Trap Music Museum doing legendary things in the
I had a great weekend, man.
Man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Leading up, though, real quick.
Tell me what everything that goes on, what we're going to do at the Trap Music Museum, what all they could do, what all they could get.
Right. So we're doing some giveaways. Of course, all the new exhibits. 4PF got a new one, Lil Baby, and then Future just dropped a new exhibit. But come flick it up, take your pictures. But we're doing some giveaways as well. Benji Brown's gonna be in town. He donated us 2 tickets and say, yo, y'all raffle off 2 tickets there. You have 2 of your guests come on me. So we got 2 tickets we're gonna raffle away. Every hour we're gonna do a raffle. We also got a Janoris Jenkins sign football. He's gonna be there in the building, sign a ball. You get a picture with him signing it, whatever you need. If you like that type of stuff for your social media to flex, get you some clout points, you'll be able to do that. But Janoris will be there, signed ball, a VayCay Kush box. So it's a gift box from VayCay with a lot of their products in it. So if you've never tried their products, great opportunity to get you a box of some Kush. And then 2 tickets to a football game of your choice this fall.
Nice. Very nice. CJ, man, I was taking a sip. How you let that pause go, man? He told 2 people to come on him.
I wasn't even paying attention, man.
Oh, man, that was crazy. Benji said, tell 2 people to come on me. But I was sipping my drink.
I didn't mean to do that, man. My bad, man.
That's why I did like
that. They definitely flew over my head.
Benji ain't say no shit like that, man. I'm excited to check out.
That's going to be dope, man.
Come see the show.
Yeah, come to the show. We got some show tickets, man. If you pull up, we're just going to raffle them off while you're there. It'll be free raffling tickets. You ain't got to pay for no raffling tickets or nothing like that. We're just going to give out tickets, and we're going to raffle away, and somebody's going to win one of these things we read off. I do want to give a shout-out to the 360 ATL events. Them guys they're fans of the show. They listen to the show. Shout out to my guy, Banks. They're coming through with the 360 machine.
Boy from the 850, man. Banks.
Yeah, my guy, man. But tap in with them guys if you're in Atlanta or the surrounding areas in Georgia. If you're throwing a wedding, party, B-Day, any celebration, corporate events, tap in with my man, Banks. Phone number is 404-682-4441, or you can visit their website, 360atlevents.com. Check them guys out. And like I said, you'll be able to hit the 360 machine as well. Get all your shit flicked up. They're going to shoot it to your phone. We vibing a little bit at the Trap Music Museum. Trying to get tipped to walk through. We going to see what's up, man.
Yeah, that would be dope, man. Y'all come hang out with us for sure, man. It's going to be a real good weekend throughout the entire, starting from Thursday throughout the entire weekend. It's going to be a pretty good weekend. A lot of stuff going on in Atlanta. So come pull up and hang out with us to start off the weekend. A lot of former players going to be pulling up. FSU guys got Brian McFadden coming up and some other guys. So come hang out for sure. Take pictures and just show love. And even if you don't win the tickets for the Benji Brown show, I'm telling you, man, check out. Just grab some tickets on. They're not that expensive. Check out his show. Oh yeah, hilarious. I mean, top notch, man. One of the funniest comedians that's out there, man. I'm telling you, if you go to a Benji Brown show, you will not be disappointed. You would not regret it. Tap in while he's in the Atlanta area. You're gonna get your money's worth plus more. I promise you, plus
That's
more.
facts.
So if you're in the Atlanta area throughout this weekend from Thursday through Sunday, just check out the website and grab a ticket, man, for sure, and enjoy the weekend because it's gonna be a really festive weekend, a really good show from him. So check it out even if you don't win the raffle, man. It's not that expensive at all. It'll be a great show.
Yeah, I'll be signing autographs too. $5. I'll sign anything, man.
You giving them a discount?
Yeah, man. It's friends and family rate, man.
Yeah.
You gonna want this one day. Watch.
What are you guys doing? You guys firing off fire
Independence Day?
and whatnot? Yeah. What you guys got cooking? Anything?
I know it. I can already tell you what CJ doing. CJ finna get that grill.
Yeah.
Oh
Damn right.
man, look at it. You got your
swine everywhere, baby.
Big pig all over the place.
The whole family coming in town?
The whole family will put up again. So my uncle, it's crazy. My uncle, he's like a firework man in Tallahassee. So he the plug when it comes to fireworks. He been doing this shit for like 20 years, man. Like he like the plug in Tallahassee. So he's gonna go stop by, drop off a decent little package for the neighborhood. All the neighborhood kids go pull up and go shoot some off. And like I said, the family go pull up in town and big grill on deck. Got my buddy across the street, man, big partner of mine. He go collab on the grill too.
So let's go collabing.
Oh yeah, baby, big grill off. So we go exchange aprons at the end.
Yes, sir.
And hang them up. But yeah, seriously though, man. Yeah, right. Well, the real smack. Well, let me get that apron off you.
Did your thing out here today.
Yeah, but no, it's gonna be pretty much a neighborhood collab, man, and just hanging out, man, enjoying everything, and just like I said, enjoying the day off. Put it that way.
Yeah. It's a day off.
Yeah.
Man. Never a bad time to spend time with the family, man.
I'm in Melbourne now, so like I'm not going back home. I'm gonna stick around here. I'm trying to pull up at like my manager house. I try to convince him to fire the grill up, and then that way I can go over there and do some networking, man. Little brown nose, I ain't gonna hold you. It's an opportunity to, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Man, I never like to fraternize with coworkers, man.
He actually pretty cool. Like literally, the way our job is.
I don't like after that work, but I don't want to see your face at all. Cool.
Bro, we literally drink at the job after work. Like when we get off, we go up to like the little break area and we sit down and you know what I'm saying, we have a couple of beers or wine or whatever and chop it up.
I hang out pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't got no well, my sister is back in Savannah now, so I don't have no family down here now. Well, I got a cousin, but it'll be like that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to I'm really gonna try to network that, man. Take some pictures, send it to my coworkers. Be like, you should have been there. That's really my plan. So hopefully that goes well. I'll let y'all know next show.
Yeah, we're gonna see if your shift change, then we're gonna know it worked. You know,
right. You're the daytime real smooth.
Yeah, I gotta talk to y'all about that.
Ain't do about shit,
right.
Big Jeff came through and squashed the whole shift, bro. They done messed my plans up. But we'll talk. He killed the whole shift.
Seeing another spaceship, man. You gotta go up again.
Powell said he's gonna be here in the next 15. So whenever he pull up, we'll shoot the shit and talk some Gator football with him and his journey to the NFL from you know how we do it.
Yeah.
One time for the great folks at TakeAVayCay.com. Be sure to visit TakeAVayCay.com. Use coupon code Rollup at checkout for 20% off of vapes in the flavors of cherry pie, bubblegum OG, Blue Dream, and Strawberry. Also gummies in the flavors of blue raspberry, kiwi, watermelon, and pomegranate. Sleepy gummies is something that's all natural botanicals. If you got to pass drug test, this is perfect. It has ashwagandha, lemon balm, and melatonin. But sleepy gummies are perfect with replacing a glass of wine before bed. This is something healthier, no calories. Keep the beach body on point. All of this is federally legal to your mailbox. Discreet packaging. Coupon code Rollup at checkout, 20% off.
Remember, take a vacay.
Take a vacay. And Vay is VayCay. I mean,
yes.
we got the logo right there on the backdrop.
Oh yeah, I forget. I don't get to see none of that stuff. He said we got about 15.
Yeah, we got about 15. Let's just get it rolling a little bit, man. CJ, how you feeling? You feeling like a bullfighter? Where you at with it?
Yeah, I feel like a bullfighter, man. Especially knowing that, and Mike was talking big shit too, like literally on the 31st, like June 31st, put out a little vague tweet talking about, thanking the families and thanking the coaching staff for all the hard work in June and July should be pretty fun, that type of shit. And sure enough, the next day we got some commits. What kind of surprised me, well, not necessarily surprised me, I felt like we was in a good spot after the official visit, but I didn't think it went that well to where he'll be announcing just like that and that quickly. The first commitment was D.D. Holmes, 4-star defensive end out of Washington, D.C., 6'6", 20 to 50-pound kid. I like him a lot, man. Real violent guy, long arms. As far as the quick twitch, probably a little bit quicker as far as coming off the edge, but real explosive guy, long arms, violent, real violent. Pick FSU over.
Painting these young black men like that, man.
Man, you heard what Greg Carr said on the last show, man. Like that be that outlet, man. These kids do be violent. Control violence, baby. Control violence.
There you go.
Control violence. So South Carolina, Maryland, and Rutgers was other schools in contention for him, and it was a big need for us because defensive line has been a struggle recruiting. We lost Keldrick Falk last year down the stretch to Auburn. So defensive ends has been a position of need as far as the high school recruiting that we need to get better. So they had to knock out the part with D.D. Holmes. What pretty much separated FSU from the others is who they paired with him for his host on the official visit. And his host was Jared Verse. So, and Jared Verse, of course, aside from being an excellent football player, he's one of the funny guys, one of the most personable guys on the team. So that made the kid feel real comfortable. I guess that's relatable too. Like you got this, big time defensive end, could be a pretty high draft pick. That's real relatable, real cool, and just showing the ropes around Tallahassee as being real personable. So that kind of resonated with DD, and I think that pushed us over the top, of course, with FSU, making him feel like a priority. So big get for the staff. I like him a lot, and it's also good to get back into the DC area. At one point, with the DMV area, Maryland, DC, and of course Virginia. We'll speak about that a little bit. We got a couple more guys from the area that should be announcing within the next couple of days on the 4th. But yeah, it's pretty good to get back in that area. I know one point in time we were in there pretty heavily and getting some good guys. And hell, it's a real good hit rate from the area because it's some good football up there. So I like D.D. Holmes a lot. So good get for FSU. And the last commitment of the day was 4-star cornerback Ricky Knight, the third out of Carter Newman, Palm Beach. It was pretty much a battle between FSU and Miami throughout his recruitment. Illinois was in there. I've been telling y'all for the longest, man. I think if he have a spot, if FSU pushes for him and make it available, and I just wasn't sure exactly how high he was on the board, the priority, this, that, and the other, I felt like he was gonna be a Noles 100%. I know it was like some CBs early to Miami, and I put out some tweets, man. Ricky, just hold on, but you ain't got to commit too fast. Just let it play out. And sure enough, it played out. But just speaking about Ricky himself,
on a couple. What happened? How he got his?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I know because we got a lot of corners on the board. We did whiff on Jameer Grimsley, 4-star cornerback. But the shit about that though, I call it a whiff. But hell, if you guys remember the show previously, once he announced he was visiting, I was like, oh, because he wasn't even the guy I was really counting as far as a DB that FSU was not necessarily recruiting, but was in for
in the hunt with.
Yeah. So I think Grimms would have been an excellent surprise for me because he's 6'3", 200 plus. You guys know I like his measurables and the speed. But yeah, I think Ricky was probably, to be honest with you, may have been to take the entire time as far as priority in regards to that, because not too many, as far as the cornerback position, have announced at this point in time, except Grimsley, and it was around the same time frame. So I think the staff just values Ricky Knight along with a couple others. Now it's going to be interesting to see how many we take because there's a lot of cornerbacks on the board. I know Kevin Levy is one guy that's on the board too, but there's some other schools like Louisville that's pushing for him. They want him to be like the number one guy in their class as far as the cornerback position. So we'll see how that plays out. But I think FSU was pretty high on Ricky Knight.
I don't know, bro. You sure Louisville like him like that? Kevin about to get paid a little bit if Louisville like you like that.
Yeah, the money out there too, man. But at the same time, these kids. Oh, I know they pay for sure. Yeah,
they dropped that thing off, Paul.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, man, a lot of these kids, they just talk with people. I guess around situations like this, say they want a certain amount of money or whatever. Okay, I get you that money, but now I want that certain amount of money from another school though. Like they still want that blue blood too at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, they still want that big time school. Just how it typically goes. Even though the money is involved, I guess when it comes to the sense of kids want to go to certain schools off of status and things like that, that'll never change.
Yeah, you got to balance it out.
Yeah.
It's still, like commonly said, it's still a business decision. Part of it is, I may take less to go to Alabama, but I know how Alabama turns out. So, I mean, you still making a decision based on maybe the longer money there, or maybe the shorter money here.
No, to be
you
honest,
still could get
me,
something.
That's true. But with me, to be honest, I would, because Louisville ain't no slouch at school though. You get what I'm saying?
Not at all.
ACC P5, they put out, they got a pretty good.
They got
if I was a recruit, that'd be something I'd definitely consider for sure. As far as
especially if you're not you didn't grow up as a football fan, right?
Yeah.
And I know them boys at Palm Beach Garden, they was hoopers and whatnot. Now they playing football or whatever. So I don't know if they embedded in that the Big Three culture and blue bloods. We grew up being fanatics of this stuff, so it's a little different. But some of them cats that just learned, Louisville might be shit. Lamar Jackson went there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
that shit may hit in South Florida, who knows? But they got that bag for sure.
Yeah, they definitely do. But yeah, Ricky Knight, to speak of him as a football player, very instinctive. I like him a lot. Makes a lot of plays. Has a knack for the ball. In zone coverage, he has a great feel, great zone eyes. Just has a great feel of the game. Knows where the ball is going. Just has an awareness. You can say he's a smart football player. Put it that way. Just looking at how he plays the game and how he reacts to zone coverage. Man coverage, I like him a lot as well. Wasn't too many, but the few clips I did see, has really nice feet. Uses his hands pretty well. Like I said, he's a ball hawk and he's not afraid to attack the ball too. A lot of corners, when it comes to attacking the ball and being a receiver in situations, a lot of corners aren't like that. He's one of those guys that he feel like the ball is his, once it's in the air, he's going to try to get it at any point in time. So 6 foot, around 170 pounds. So I think once he gets in college gains a little weight, he's a willing tackler too. The kid isn't afraid to tackle. So once he gets in college and put on about 15 or so pounds, he has pretty nice length. He'll be okay. So I like Ricky Knight a lot, man. Even going back, I always say he was me and D-Rod kind of went back and forth with it. I always say he was a corner I liked a lot, just was the priority as far as FSU, how much they liked him. And so I'm definitely happy with that take as well. So
what happened with Miami here? Larry, y'all good? Y'all all right after this? Y'all been.
I mean, they've been swinging a lot at cornerback. Been throwing a lot of bodies there. I know Ricky was hounded, boy. Somebody I just think he just liked Florida State just a little bit more. The why, that I couldn't necessarily say. I can't speak to that. But I do think it was just I think the kid was having a bit of a battle of just who do I like a little more, and I think ultimately it just fell Florida State side on this one. That was definitely a whiff for us. That was recruitment we went in on early. Definitely pursued heavily, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That was somebody they definitely wanted in this class. So yeah, for him to choose FSU, we took a shot there. Good one. We but coming into it, the last 2 weeks, the vibe was FSU. The last 3 weeks, it was all right, looks like this FSU. He came, did his official, went well, but I think at that point he was kind of already all right.
No, he pretty much said, speaking of what he said, after his official visit to us, which was the weekend of the 16th, he said it was pretty much a wrap as far as his decision where he wanted to go. They laid out everything he wanted to see, mom, dad, and family, things that mom was all in. And mom got active on the timeline too, man. Shout out to moms.
Yeah. These moms getting in y'all mentions and shit about their babies.
For real. They jumping out, man. This might be the biggest jump out cycle that I've seen as far as moms holding it down for a long time. But shout out to moms. But as mom and dad came up on a visit, that was pretty much what sold it up, man. The relationships and I think just FSU laying out the plan for them and being real specific, that sealed the deal. So real good get, man. We another South Florida kid that we just stuffed Mario in the locker for, man.
In my mind, every time a dad with DVD in his living room like this.
Right, yeah.
In my mind, that's just my mind, bro.
Another inch closer.
Back
home. Whipping, baby.
DVD back in the man cave, his feet up, man. A couple more months.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not doing it. I got in arguments with plenty of Miami fans about that.
And about what?
That who'd he get? I'm like, bro, you can't hardly mention a top flight kid and he wasn't involved in it.
I know for a fact that who we would have got. I know for a fact y'all had the number one corner in the class last year if it had been a defensive back coach. That's a fact, 100% fact.
I tried to explain that too, but that's just blah blah blah. Okay, cool, bro. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just telling you, I've said it for a while now. I'm not saying he's a bum or anything like that, but who is he brought in? Who has he landed? He hasn't hit on the top target yet. Adai has not hit on the top target yet. He's had to do like circle around reevaluations
like every week. It's like a new name pop up. Like
right, yeah. We just had another new cornerback offer go out.
Yeah, we won't go too far in Miami talk, but
another one off the board. But yeah, I mean, I got like I said, he ain't home free with me.
Yeah, you keep it G, man. A couple others, man, they gonna be blinded by it and this, that, and other. But we all know when DVD was on staff, like who the real heavy hitter was. It was way different.
Something's off this year. We'll talk about Miami a little later, but something off. Like shit ain't.
But yeah, man. But shout out to DVD too, man, for not like we had this conversation before, but not just follow for the bullshit again, and getting how can I put this
strung along.
Yeah, getting strung along and not getting paid for your value, right? Just what you bring to the program and just your worth. You know what you bring, and he knew what you brought too. That's the reason why he was being strung along so far. So shout out to him for saying, nah, let me just figure this out, and then if it happens down the line, it happens down the line.
All right, Mario listening while you talking greasy, bro.
Yeah, I hope he should have been listening. Get my guy back.
Make the phone call, baby. Make the phone call.
I'm totally with it.
But yeah, so like I said, it's going to be real interesting in July. Speaking of fireworks, the 4th of July is a couple of announcements coming up that I think it's going to be in FSU's favor. A couple of guys, like 4 guys that's announced for FSU. Well, first is Kylan Fox, tight end out of South Georgia. I think he's going to be UCF.
Yeah.
He's trending towards UCF. This, like I was saying prior, and just last week, some more information came out. Just that number one guy, Larion. UCF is recruiting pretty well. They got the Big 12, backing behind them. This, that, and another. So they're presenting the future to these kids. I think Kylan sees that in regards to being the guy. And I know he like him and his mom like Orlando.
Kylan just cause Gus been talking crazy about a Big 4 lately, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's wild. If they get Kylan Fox, they definitely gonna be talking
shit.
They think they really did something, bro.
Yeah, they think they really in it. They got Kylan Fox. What's the Stacey Gage? They got the running back Stacey Gage. They got a couple more guys this past class.
The Big 3 wasn't pressing for.
No, they not for Gage. I know he was high, and I was high on Gage coming out too, like a couple years ago. I felt like he was one of those ones as far as running back, but it kind of died out for whatever reason down the stretch. But they've been recruiting pretty well, man. So I like Kylan too. I think it'd have been a perfect combination to what we already have. I think FSU has a good plan for him in regards to how they want to use him and just the versatility that it can bring. But kid just want to be the alpha dog. So
start your own Big 3. Just start another one. Y'all won a national title. So who you think
will be in the Big 3? UCF. And it's crazy because USF. I said this a while ago. They could have been what UCF is right now. Man, maybe that shit right down the way. Correct. So give me your third one. FAU. Got to share DVD. Go.
I'm about to say FIU. I'm gonna give FIU slight edge
because
they beat us.
I'm about to say because they beat dog.
They beat us.
I don't know what y'all trying to put together here, but this is.
I'm trying to put together. Go and play over there. That's what I'm putting together.
It's the mediocre 3.
I seen a UCF take on the timeline. They said Florida State's trying to blow up the ACC because UCF is getting more money in the Big 12.
Bro, Florida State is not thinking about UCF. I promise you, bro. Y'all, we're not thinking about y'all, bro. I promise you, man.
They said that's why y'all trying to blow it up. They said the boys getting that duffel down.
Hold on real quick.
How much they get?
UCF got what? Bullshit.
We gotta get out of here.
Okay, we gotta get this. Got to go.
That was the final straw.
People want out the ACC because
the ACC
jackasses signed a dumb ass deal.
TV deal, right? Especially the big dogs in the ACC. That's the reason. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We just want
the stupidest deal I ever heard. Who signs a deal for that?
I like them boys' takes. They got some conspiracy.
But it be thoughtful. They put some time into it.
Yeah, they gonna put some time into it. They got time.
Yeah,
for sure.
They definitely come with some good angles, but they won't end bad, real bad. So yeah, Kylan Fox, he announced. I think he ended up going to. He ended up announcing for UCF. Rydarius Morgan, 3-star safety out of Phoenix City, Alabama. I like this kid a lot. He had a top 5 of Bama, Auburn, Cincinnati, Mississippi State, FSU, and Miami. I think it came down to Auburn and Miami. I think it's gonna be another lock of stuffing that we do as far as on the defensive back position. Been a lot of lock of stuffing for Mario, man.
Yourself, bro.
Yeah, Hey, and I'm froze. Am I froze real quick?
Yeah, you bro, refresh it, bro. We need
I'm
to
refreshed. I got to get this take off.
visuals, man. Go ahead, man. Stand up for yourself, Mario. I know you listening. Stand up for yourself on the trail, man.
Phoenix City, that wasn't the one.
Something's off right now, man. Y'all got Mike running down on y'all. Big bad, recruiting ass. We know Cristobal recruited, and Mike Norvell running down on him with that fire. That's crazy to me.
So one tweet I did see, Big No had sent a tweet. I think it did numbers yesterday too. You guys remember all about the Benjamins when they had when Ice Cube and Mike Else had Buddy in in the bathroom chained up, and he was like, "Let me get some too. Let me get some of that too." He was talking about my Matt Rule, my Matt Rule. You say Mike Norvell, land Matt Rule. Get some of Mario on the trail too.
No, don't do it like that, man.
I'll tell you that video, man. That shit was hilarious. But
that's sick work.
But yeah, so in regards to Rydarius Morgan, aka Red Morgan, I like this kid a lot, man. Violent safety. I keep saying violent, right, Larion? he triggers to the ball fast. I mean, he reminds me of Jamie
like
Robinson.
Shotgun.
Violent triggers.
Yeah, violent trigger. Oh, man.
This kid needs therapy.
We can't tell this to him on Twitter. He's gonna get the account banned, bro. She gonna hit all the algorithms. You hit all the trigger words.
Yeah.
Right, literally. But yeah, he has a quick trigger, man. A real fast kid, responds to the ball well, runs to the ball, just flows to the ball. Violent kid, makes play. I keep saying violent. My bad, brother. Make plays in the secondary. A lot of picks and things like that. I like this kid a lot. He's like 6 foot. I think he's a little on the slender side. He needs to bulk up a little bit. But again, I think you see the willingness in regards to the film. You throw some weight on him, I think he'll be okay. But yeah, it was an Auburn and Miami battle down the stretch, and FSU is going to end up winning out for his services. And just something to note, Phoenix City, he's also teammates with the 5-star receiver, Cameron. Excuse me, forget Cam's last name real quick. My apologies.
McDonald?
Yeah, no, Cameron Coleman. It's my apologies. 5-star receiver out of Phoenix City, Alabama. They're teammates. He announced the top 5 with FSU in him as well. He's been on campus a couple times too. Just something to note. His decision is in no rush or anything like that. He's going to be a kid that's going to take his visits in the fall and early December and make his announcement then. But yeah, right, Red Morgan. Even aside from Coleman, even if Coleman wasn't attached to that school, this would be a kid I'd be excited about just looking at his film and looking at his top 5 and the final 3. He has some pretty good P5 offers, SEC offers as well. So I think that'll go in favor for FSU on the 4th of July. Elijah Moore, this recruitment's been so crazy to me, man. 4-star receiver out of the DMV area, like I was saying, in Maryland. He was an Ohio State lean coming into our visit. Once he was announced on our visit list, I was like, okay, done took an official visit to Ohio State. Brian Hartline, them pushing. Got crystal balls to Ohio State. I'm not going to get too excited about this, that, and another. Then, after day 1 of the visit, hey, this kid is really enjoying this visit. After day 2 of the visit, hey, this kid is really enjoying the visit. There might be something to this. There might be some seriousness to it. And then you hear the kid after his exit interviews. It was pretty much like, hey, my decision's pretty much made up. I was really close to committing this week. He pretty much said everything, but I'm committed to FSU. So this is a big time get. But I know a lot of people was questioning if he was a take for Ohio State due to his rankings. He's a 4-star on the lower end, but I think that'll change pretty soon. But yeah, Ohio State was definitely in the picture for this kid. If you look at this film, man, he's a playmaker. If FSU does get his commitment, I think he'll he'll be the current best receiver in this class just by the film I've seen for Elijah Moore. I like this kid a lot. Physical, big body guy, something we've been wanting to add to the cycle. Mostly we got these 6-foot slot guys and things like that. So to have that big body outside receiver, a physical guy that has real sure hands, I like this kid a lot, man. Really good. So like I said, it's kind of good to get back into the DMV area and to go into Big Ten territory and snatch somebody from Ohio State. Even though they're going to say, looking at rankings, but Hartline definitely pushing. He was on the official visit, crystal balls, this, that, and another.
Yeah, the Ohio State board said that he was a take.
Yeah.
But what's your wide receiver board looking like? How many y'all taking? Also, what's up with McCoy, Abrams? Like, how y'all working out the entire board?
That's a good question, man. I really don't. I think it's going to be a couple of kids that they'll be good regardless if they want it, regardless of the numbers. And that's probably and it's a long shot, of course, with Jeremiah Smith. That's a long shot, but I think he'll be good regardless. JoJo Trader, definitely not a spot for JoJo because that's recruitment they're still in Cam. I think that's a guy. Those are 3 guys I think would be pretty much takes regardless. So with McCoy, and I think even if he does end up sticking with FSU, I've been hearing DB with McCoy. So we currently got Camden Fryer, Gibson, and we have Lewayne. So those 3 guys, and I think Lewayne will probably end up sticking. I know Florida just ended up taking a receiver the other week that we was talking about, another slot guy that's pretty much similar to McCoy. Not McCoy, I'm sorry. What's the kid name? He's got those kids mixed
Abrams?
up. Yeah, Abrams. My apologies.
Tawaski Abrams.
Yeah, Tawaski Abrams, TJ. So yeah, I think Florida's them probably moved on from Abrams. So I think he ended up sticking. So but that's 3 guys at the receiver room. We'll probably end up taking 6 receivers. I'll say 6. Because we lose a lot this upcoming year. We're gonna lose Coleman. We're gonna lose, I think Johnny's gonna end up going. Yeah, we're gonna be pretty young at receiver this upcoming year. Also, Winston Wright, he's gonna end up going as well. So they're trying to just pretty much reload that receiver room. So I can see them taking 6, and that's just like I said, holding out those spots for those big dog type of guys. So even if they don't come, that'll be like 3 or 4 receivers that they'll be in good for. So Elijah Moore is a guy that's going to be in the fold for FSU. I like him a lot. The stuff Brian Hartline, Ohio State, and luck for a receiver, that's pretty damn impressive. So whatever we did, he also said it wasn't anything FSU did as far as presentation or how they could use them, facilities, this, that, and other. It was just like the family vibe, like everything just seemed real to him, genuine to him. He's a relationship type of person, and the relationships pretty much just hit off on the visit, and that's what pushes us over the top. So it's not anything we do with schematics or Ohio State or anything like that. It's just he just felt at home at Florida State in regards to relationships. So that'll be a 4th receiver. And speaking of receivers, James Madison, he also announces this upcoming weekend the 4th of July as well. I'm going to lean with Missouri for James Madison. I think Elijah Moore, I think that spot is pretty much going to Elijah Moore. My apologies, had a car ride by.
You good?
Yeah, I think that's why they go to Elijah Moore. But we'll see how it plays out. I wouldn't be surprised if they take Madison too. But like I said, I think they're taking about 5 to 6 receivers, and they're holding out for those big dogs. So I think that James Madison spot, because him and Moore are pretty much similar type of receivers, I think that spot goes to Elijah Moore. So put it this, I think we'll go 1 for 2, whether it's James Madison or Elijah Moore within those receivers. If we go 2 for 2, that'll be a surprise with a welcoming surprise. We'll see how the rest of the board plays out as far as receivers. But I think Madison will end up going to Mizzou at this point in time. I think, yeah, I'll say Mizzou for Madison. So 4th of July is probably like 4 announcements for FSU. I see them going 2 for 4 on the high end, 3 for 4. So 2 for 4 on the 4th of July. So I think it'll be a pretty interesting 4th with some other guys lined up later in the month as well. So it'll be interesting to see how things shake out. We'll get to those guys once we get closer to those dates. But yeah,
hopefully I've got nothing but a bunch of sparklers and bang snaps, man.
I wonder if my rate limit could carry over. If so, I won't tweet for like 2 or 3 days. Let it build up.
Let it build up.
That's
like
a good question, man.
This shit is ghetto.
That's
bro.
a good question. We need to holler at Elon to get everything.
Shit like when you used to have to count your minutes, man. It'd be like, call me after 9 or
9 p.m. when it's free.
Give me
That
some
type of deal. Only got limited
man.
text message. I can't text that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon got to let us know, man. If that shit roll over tonight, I might chill a little bit too, man. So
roll over, man. Roll over tweets.
Roll over tweets.
Be a little bit more
Sick.
strategic with this shit, man. Add a little bit more spice to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what we got as far as the 4th of July. But again, things will be pretty interesting for the rest of July. I think FSU could probably have 7 commits this month. Yeah, easily 7 commits this month, in my opinion. We have 2 already, with 2 possibly this week, not this weekend, with a couple others that I think will be announced within July as well.
You're not nervous about McCoy? Possibly y'all want him at DB in Miami pulling up because, you know.
I think Miami want him as receiver for sure.
Right. He want him as receiver, right?
And yeah, and I me personally, I think he's better at receiver. I love this film at receiver. You look at these 7-on-7 camps, he's going crazy at receiver. So
They're trying to help Surtain out, man.
They're trying to help Pat out. I think Pat gonna be straight a little bit, but it's also people within like reporters and stuff that I was talking to or just reading on. They were saying that McCoy, some people do value him as a DB as well. He's not a bad DB. I mean, I like his film at DB. Don't get me wrong. I just think he could be really exciting at receiver. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think he ended up flipping probably. Well, hell, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say that. Cause shit, all them damn UM fans, all of my mentions and was going crazy. 2 weeks ago about some shit about him visiting. thinking it was going to happen then, and nothing happened at that point in time. So we'll see how it happens. We'll see what happens.
Nonsense, man. They had Darius Hayes on the visit. They was hyping. They had McCoy on the visit.
Boys, when they pulled my tweets from
Hayes.
Yeah. Boys, when they pulled my tweets from McCoy like he was flipping that day.
Yeah. Boy, itching for some news, man. Shit, they fiending for something, man.
We getting news.
They ain't the news they want though.
Sit your ass down. You gonna get the news.
They not putting that blue magic out there. They putting
the stepped on. That shit that Frank stepped hollered at Ricky Barnes, Nicky Barnes about.
Yeah.
Hey, Nicky
brand.
You feel me? It's a brand.
It's like Coca-Cola.
Right.
promising wells and giving the people specs.
This the last thing I got as far as recruiting. I got a couple things as far as FSU workouts that was reported. The last thing as far as recruitment, KJ Bolden announced his commitment August the 5th. He announced a new top 5, not necessarily new, but just one replacement with Bama, Auburn, FSU, Georgia, and Ohio State. FSU replaced Clemson within his top 5.
Oh.
I think when he commits, I think it'll probably be Georgia. But with this one, I don't think it'll be over. I think it's going to be a December situation for him. He did say he did want to take his official visit to FSU for the Miami game, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I mentioned a couple weeks ago when FSU got him on campus for an unofficial visit versus an official for the summer. I thought it was pretty cool for them. 2 or 3 days in Tallahassee on an unofficial and save that official visit. But I think UGA is going to be the announcement for KJ Bolden when he announces. And it was interesting that we even replaced Clemson because after that visit, just hearing from the people I know at Clemson, they feel pretty good about his visit and things like that. So, like a little family, little jab I be having going back and forth about stuff and dabble on the lock or beating him out for stuff. You know, we might not get KJ. Little family shit talking I got going on. Yeah. But he announced a new top 5 and his commitment day is going to be August the 5th. At this point in time, I think it'll be Georgia. Because that's a month away, it'll be a lot more information coming within that time frame. But I think it'll be Georgia once he announces. Last couple things I got from FSU's point of view, just the workouts for the summer workouts that I've been hearing. The receivers are damn good. Coleman is good, really good. Been hearing the word elite as far as how he's been looking out there. Looks very well. And also Dustin Hill, he's been impressing people as well. It was crazy because I think Trey Benson and Jordan Travers were having interviews. One of the reporters asked Trav about Dustin Hill and Trey Benson face just looked like, this
like
kid,
that.
just like this kid is one of the ones. So that was interesting to see. Braden Fisk, the defensive tackle, he's been impressing people as well. You know, he set out the spring practice due to the shoulder surgery. He was the number 1 defensive tackle. I'm not sure, was it shoulder surgery? Yeah, it was shoulder surgery. He was the number 1 defensive tackle out of the transfer portal. He's been looking pretty impressive, explosive guy, and also. Fisk. We'll leave it at Fisk. So those guys are pretty much getting out there in the summer workout. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes leading up to the fall camp. But the early review for those 2 receivers that we added, Keon Coleman and Dustin Hill, have been really good, really good. So we'll see when the pass come on. But as they say, Coleman is really one of those ones. Big kid that can move real fluid. And like I was saying, it's crazy because the 2021 cycle, those are 2 legit guys that FSU were after, and those are two of my favorite receivers out of that 2021 class, realistically for FSU. So to get them on campus, years later in a different situation, it's not about the beginning of the journey; it's about the end, right? So definitely happy to have those guys on campus. We'll see how it plays out for this upcoming season, but I really think Coleman, we'll see. And I keep saying Coleman. I just want to see a little bit more from Hill myself because it's been a while, right? I just want to see a little bit more as far as, how he looks for the pass, come on, and this, that, and other. But I really think Coleman can take FSU over the top offensively with, Johnny Wilson on the other side and the tight ends we have and things like that.
Yeah. Two outside guys.
Yeah, 2 big guys, physical guys.
And
also Winston Wright, my apologies real quick, but also it can open up a lot of intermediate stuff for Winston Wright in the slot too. And I was hounding this kid, last year prior to the spring accident, the car accident that he had. He was our number 1 receiver coming out of the transfer portal, just all based off the production, things like that. So I think that's gonna open up a lot of things for him as well. He's back healthy and moving pretty fluid as well.
Hey, y'all smash that like button, man. We haven't said it yet on this show. I appreciate everybody in the comments for saying that, man, and telling everybody to vibe with us a little bit. But smash that like button. It don't cost nothing to show love. It's absolutely free, but it helps us in the algorithms and whatnot, man.
Yeah, 100%, fellas. Definitely like and subscribe.
The best film I saw was them two grizzly bears.
Dog, you still, bro?
I forgot
that shit was
you
epic,
said
right?
To me. That shit was hardcore, bro.
Man, that shit was what the fuck, and the dude wasn't lying, but it might be the best fucking grizzly fight ever fucking recorded. But them boys and how they lined each other up before, that shit was epic, bro. And I tell people all the time, man, like when I talk about bears, apex predators, those are the motherfuckers I'm talking about.
Oh,
bro.
those
like,
bears,
yeah.
So when you say you had bears in your backyard, originally
I ain't got no type of
That's what you talking about. I thought you talking about these.
I promise you, bro. If I had them bitches in my backyard, I won't be
This
back
house
to
for
record
sale.
them. For real. I will not be back to record them motherfuckers, bro.
Big boys is getting at it, boy. Good God Almighty.
And imagine, that bear took a fucking beating. He got his ass whooped and got up and walked off like it wasn't nothing. You feel no cold. He licking his wounds, but any other animal.
In barrel roll, that ain't no ass whooping.
It ain't no ass whooping. It's like whatever. Any other animal would have been dead off rip, man. Like he took a grade A ass whooping, man. So
and the boys at the end look at you good.
That's exactly how it was. And then he said, "Nah, it wasn't good." You run him over a little bit more. Ask him again, like, bro, you are you good? Are you sure?
All right, now. I ain't gonna tell you no more.
I ain't gonna tell you no more, man.
Yeah, that was a good one, man.
That was an epic ass fight, man. For those guys to be right there at perfect timing, bro. They caught a gem with that one, man. That shows you them Grizzlies, man. They get active, like for real, man. They're one of them ones. I feel like any type of land carnivore, no matter what, it ain't nobody fuck with a grizzly, man, like that. Lion, tiger, I'm taking the grizzly.
Oh my,
taking the grizzly over
lion,
the
tiger, bears.
Over the.
I had to bring it back to the nature boys. Been a minute.
Right.
I seen some shit on IG. I don't want to get too deep in nature talk, but I seen two bald eagles fighting. That shit was crazy.
Bald eagles ain't no, them bitches ain't no hoes either.
Yeah, even
you
the
see
way
people
they
in the
make
north.
shit, I saw a lot of bald eagle shit this week, man. I thought that shit was like fascinating, bro.
But you see people like the Northwest and stuff, like you can't have your dogs and thing like just
scoop that motherfucker up.
Easy, bro. Easy.
Yeah, I seen one scoop a whole goat off a mountain one time.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's
had that bitch
crazy.
for lunch.
Drop
Bald
that
eagles
tenderize the meat.
then go back and pick it up, man.
Oh.
Bald eagles,
That's
bitches
real
vicious too, bro. Low key though, it's crazy how these animals, you know, they're the U.S. symbol and all that, man. You know how we paint these animals as like friendly and loving and all that, man. Bald eagles they'll fuck your ass up on the house too.
I'll tell your ass up.
And they
You
get
know
big too.
man.
Before we go down the crazy rabbit hole, but do you know what Benjamin Franklin wanted the bird to be?
What?
The turkey.
Oh, get him the hell out of here.
Yeah.
He wanted it to be the turkey, man. It was
He
close.
wasn't in charge.
It was close to being the turkey, man.
That shit, man.
Because they so smart. They are real smart, and they got that crazy. Like, you know, they one of the hardest birds to hunt. But
really?
yeah,
Turkey
They
is
could
the hardest
see.
bird to hunt.
hunt. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
They do
Like,
a
if
good
you
job.
go
They
out-
ass all over the grocery store.
that was farmed. That was a farm. But if you go out and
Wild
try to
turkey.
hunt them, it's really hard to get them because their vision is better than the eagles. So they could spot movement and shit so far off that they'll be like, "Who the fuck is
Bro,
that?"
you just taught me something today, bro.
Yeah.
Better than Eagles.
Hey, y'all
Yeah.
Google that, and the listeners, y'all Google that and find
Y'all
out.
do this
Larion,
nature
man.
shit. Go ahead. Y'all, you know what I do? The nature nerd shit.
Yeah, that's dope. That man.
Anyway,
that.
are
He's
people pulling up
smarter
on
than
us?
you.
We still got a few more minutes.
I'm still waiting on him to pull up. We'll see if he pull up. He said he was on his way. We'll see what it
Okay.
is, man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna hold this. Just keep it flowing. If we'll just
I can
pause
get
and
into my
back
Gator
into
talk
it.
real quick. Ain't no.
Okay. Yeah, he might jump in right around there.
It's all good, man. Let's get into this Gator talk. I ain't got
Imagine we had a
lot.
turkey versus eagle, man. Shit ain't got no damn
No.
no
What is vision like? His ass
Yeah.
8.
facts.
Yeah, I
Big
ain't saying he
time.
gonna win no square.
Well, that's why the turkey can't be our damn animal.
somebody
Country
overruled that
spirit
shit.
animal.
Nah, Ben, we gonna go with the eagle.
Yeah, that's a little bit more appealing.
I just seen this motherfucker pick up a goat.
Right.
That shit look gangster, bro. That motherfucker looks hideous. Look like foreskin all over his
Ball
face.
eagle do
Get him
like
out of
G.
here.
And the ball you can do look G as hell though. I mean, you look at it.
Bro, that motherfucker's a gangster. Bro, that bird is creepy as hell when you look at it like up close, bro. Like, that ain't your typical bird, man. I
Nah,
fuck
it's
with
not.
eagles. Hold on one second. He calling me, man. I'm gonna get into my Gator talk.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see what he
Yeah,
at
give him
with
1
it.
second.
And then when the bitches spread
Yeah.
their damn wings, it lets you know how real it is.
My boy talking about he want to get he got a big spot. He want to do a harpy eagle. But that's the biggest joint out there. and he want to do a tap with that on it. I was like, that'd actually be kind of fire, bro. But yeah, that's the biggest raptor out there. Is the
people don't realize, but birds of prey though, they're birds of prey for a reason, bro. They get active.
They eat everything.
Yeah,
birds is heartless too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They
got the advantage.
Keep the kids out. They keep the kids out the nest, all kind of shit.
If you fly, you get pretty much what, sink or swim, right?
Yeah. Or if they just got too many.
Yeah. Man, I got about 20 of you motherfuckers in here, man. Let me knock about 3 or 4 of y'all.
Get out.
If you fly, you fly.
If you die, you die.
He said he'd be good in a little bit, man. He just getting situated here.
Okay.
With his technology and whatnot, man. But let's get into some Gator talk. We got to commit. We spoke about it last show. Towards the end, that Dre Hawkins was going to be deciding that Monday, and he was deciding between us, Penn State, and Mario and the boys down there. Shout out to Kevin Beard now. Yeah, we ran down on them. Y'all ain't the only ones. It wasn't just you and Rule. I said,
so y'all had a score too.
Yeah, give me some too. Give me some of that.
Fuck up, man.
Hey, man.
Leave me out, man. Billy said, give me some too. That boy slide over a little bit.
Fucked up, man.
Pause.
That thing for everybody,
He became the 17th member of our class so far. We had number 3 nationally, but I love Dre Hawkins. CJ spoke earlier about us cooling on Tawaski Abrams. Yeah, I think one slot receiver is going to be where we keep it at this year, and I think they're kind of the same guy. I do like Dre top end speeds, a 10-300 meter guy.
Oh man,
super fast.
My bad, fellas. I know I'm my bad for the road. I know we was talking about Matt Rule and all that type of shit, man. He didn't post he up here trolling too, man. He posted a picture with holding 305 up, man.
Oh, okay.
Big Rule.
Y'all sweet out here on the trail, man.
I like
it. Real sweet.
I like it.
I'm gonna send it to the track and see if we can probably get on the screen.
I'm gonna ask Matt how many South Florida kids stay in Nebraska.
Matt said this is under his regime.
Yeah, right. He said he don't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah, we gonna see them kids coming right back home.
Fresh new clone. I had tweeted something about cornfields. I had Nebraska people in my mention say, "Hey, we got bean fields too."
Wow.
Put some respect.
You could have kept that shit.
That'll teach him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we got bean fields too.
Well, y'all not called the bean huskers, motherfuckers.
Right. Oh shit. Now go ahead, though, bro.
Beans. Good, a real good get, man. I like where our receiver board's at right now. We lost out on TJ Moore and some other guys. We're still trying to flip Chance. But like I said, you bring in a guy that runs a 10-300 meter, 21-4 200 meter. We also have Isaiah Williams in the class, who I think projects as an outside guy, 6-foot speedster. I'm hearing when he's healthy, he's going to be around a 10-700 meter guy. His last clock time was at a 10-9 before his injury. But they're thinking he's around that time. But verified speed's at a 10-9. But I love the top end speed. This is a kid that's going to be able to score from anywhere. We're not going to be giving tall, lanky kids our jet sweeps anymore. Last cycle, we got Eugene Wilson, another kid that's 10-4, 10-500 meter guy. So you're getting a lot of speed at the slot. Now I just need some outside, some sides. Maybe we can get Chance Robinson or take, I could be a little bit more patient and picky too. You know what I'm saying? Now I got 2 guys in. I thought last class was pretty elite. So I don't have to take anything to take anything. I know there's a new guy that hit the market from Notre Dame, Isaiah Canyon from Warner Robins, a 4-star receiver. He decommitted from Notre Dame, hit the market. I know we reached out, no official offer. But I like him. He's okay. He plays quarterback in high school. 6'3" guys, a lot of size there. Okay speed, verified 4 to 4.6. At 6'3", that's actually pretty good. So I like the speed, I like the size, but he's playing quarterback. It's going to be a lot of development. I can get a little picky, I think, right now. Try to flip something. We're trying to flip something with Miami. On that last spot, if we want to bring in 4 receivers, let's get a little bit. Let's try to get something elite, But I like where we at with it. So we missed some good targets, but the board is still good. I think we're going to end up landing another top class that's going to be pretty fast. Good competition for the DB room we bring it in. That's all I have for commit-wise. We missed out on an offensive lineman. We whiffed, as the streets would call it, on Ethan Callaway. He committed to LSU, which was expected. We only have that's one of our few shots we have that we're in it for a 4-star offensive lineman. So losing out on him, I like the guys we brought in, but I still believe in star quality. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a good recipe for recruiting is finding developmental guys to develop. I think the perfect recipe for recruiting is getting the best player available and developing him to be even better. So I'm not saying I don't like the kids that we got. I think we got some good talent offensive line, but I need us to land. We got Fletcher Westpaul left on the list. He decides July 10th. I think it's coming down to us and Clemson. His visits was Florida, Arkansas, Clemson, and Georgia, but I'm hearing the other two are out. So it's just good competition. We'll see where we at with it. I like where we at as recruitment. I think July 10th is going to be a big day. I want us to land that kid. Another 4-star opportunity we have at the offensive line is Jordan Seaton, out of the D.C. area originally, but he's at IMG. Right now he's an Ohio State lean. You know, Alabama's in the mix there a little bit, so I'm not expecting us to land him or anything. But those are our last 2 opportunities at a 4-star offensive lineman as of now, in my mind. The mainland guys, just a quick little update on them. No update from Zay Mincy as far as the decision date. He's just kind of, vibing. He hasn't officially committed to coming to the barbecue, but LJ McCray has. He'll be in the building July 29th. Florida and their staff still view this as a Florida-Georgia battle. That's what they think their biggest competition is, Georgia, and they think that's the final 2. We'll see how it all plays out. I know Florida State has he planned on visiting Florida State during the season, which is, that's an opportunity. So I'm not going to cancel that out and act like it's not a thing. Maybe if Florida State actually hit them 10 wins, they could probably have an opportunity at him in the season if he makes that visit. But right now as we stand, Florida see it as a Florida-Georgia battle. That would be an absolutely great haul. I think we need McCray. Our defensive line recruiting is cooking right now. We add him in, you're gonna get into the territory of an all-time Florida defensive line class, recruiting class. So super excited about that. We'll see how it all plays out. I hope McCray don't take it into the season, his decision. I know he said he was, but let's try to make some fireworks happen on the 29th if we can. Close on some shit, Billy. Jameer Grimsley is another whiff that we had this week. We talked about a little earlier with CJ, but he made a quick top 3 and said he was deciding Saturday, which he did, and it was Alabama. We made some good waves and caught up real quick. Family grew up Gator fans. There's a lot of ties there as far as fandom, but we did push it late for him. So it wasn't enough time to.
Who are the other corners on your board? I guess who are the top corners on your board that made you guys slow play him a little bit? Or what was the reason for the late push or things like that?
I think they was trying to get. I think the top is more Jamari Howard. You have Zay Mincy, who we see as a corner.
Yeah, Zay still on the board. That's another guy. Like, bro, that's a lot of. I don't know how many fucking corners you trying to take, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's interesting. The DB board, of course, Grimsley. I think Grimsley was 3 or 4 behind that, but I'm trying to think who we could have missed on so far. I don't think we whiffed on nobody. We got the kid out of New Orleans. I'm forgetting his name right now.
Mac.
Yeah, Mac. What's his? I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah, I just forgot to put it. No, go ahead. I'll look it up.
But War Mac, I think his name is.
Yeah, Wardell Mac.
Wardell Mac, that's his name. That's another guy on our defensive backboard. We added Teddy Foster, the kid out of Sarasota, who they like a lot. They'll take Teddy right now. We was interested in Kevin Levy. We asked him to work out. He didn't work out. So communication is going on, but it's 2 guys that Corey Ramey wanted to work out. It was Denson, who said he was on Jet Denson, the defensive back out of Rhode Island we talked about. He visited, said he was going to come back that next week to work out, never showed back up, so he don't have a committable offer. And then it was, like I said, Kevin Levy, another guy they really like, but they want him to work out as well. And neither one of those have worked out, so they don't have a committable offer. So our board right now looks like Teddy Foster, Zay Mincy, and
Howard and Wardell.
Howard and Wardell Mac.
Yeah.
Make it do what it do, Corey Ramey. Feel me? And I think Zay Mincy, they think Zay Mincy is a Alabama-Florida battle. And we got to run down on them for one of them Florida boys. We can't let, Corey Ramey can't let Bama beat us for 2 Florida boys. I like Corey, that's my guy, but we need one of them boys. So I like what we had with Zay Mincy. We'll see what's up. What else I got here? 2025 update at quarterback. Of course, Austin Simmons reclassified from 2025. He goes to Ole Miss. So we're back in the market full-fledged into getting that spot solidified. Somebody that dropped their top 3 this week I thought was super interesting was Achilles Smith Jr., the son of first-round quarterback, NFL quarterback Achilles Smith. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, of course, Oregon's in it. So, and he's Oregon alum. There's a lot of legacy Duck stuff going on right now. But Oregon, Florida, Michigan is his top 3. 6'5", 200-pound, big kid. He's the number 8 guy in the 25 class right now. But I think all you got to think right now, Oregon,
big
right?
Ass kid for 25, bro.
6'5", 200.
Shit.
Yo.
Yeah, that's huge.
Was his dad big like that?
I don't know if he
Paul,
was
not
6'5".
that. Was that big like that? Pause.
That's crazy.
That sounds nuts.
Yeah, it is.
I was like,
6'5",
no.
and like 6'5", and he's a solid, like
Yeah,
he's
200
a
and
year.
yeah,
That's a big
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. Look up Achilles real quick. It's junior, right?
Yeah, it's junior for sure.
Achilles. Let's see what Achilles was playing at, because I didn't think he was that big. Might want to check, man. Make sure. Never mind. I don't get in people's business.
No, man. Don't play with people like that, bro.
He was 6'3", 220, so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ain't far from the tree.
Well, you got better food than the mom and them had, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely,
Better
yeah.
nutrition.
Yeah, better nutrition, man.
2 inches.
2 more inches, a little more pounds early, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Stop, fucker.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. So my son playing football right now. He on the same team as Abe's son. Bro, jit my height, man.
What the fuck? How?
Jit my height at 12 years old, bro. Like, what the hell is going on, man?
I
This
don't
is
know
crazy.
what kind of well Abe got
Something
going
in
on
the
with
water.
that, brother. Yeah, nah, something
Some
that Abe
of that
house
nigga
is some in
said,
the
Daddy,
water.
he about your size. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Abe size too. What you talking about?
That's sick.
It's gonna be interesting to see what he play. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay,
But it's gonna be interesting to see how
D-line.
much he grow. I sent
Beast.
y'all a picture one time. I think.
Yeah, that's right. I remember
and
that
look,
kid was big.
It's insane, man.
Defensive line for sure, man.
Yeah, it gotta be an edge rusher.
Yeah.
If
Come
he
off
if he
the
line
edge.
up at corner, I'm gonna be like, what the hell going on?
I know nowadays, shit.
All right, let's get into some Miami talk though, man. Let me do one quick shout out to my man Alan Horne, AlanHorneInsurance.com. If you need insurance in the states of Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, or Alabama, give my man Alan a call at 706-692-2888 or visit AlanHorneInsurance.com. Home, auto, life insurance, anything you may need insured, hit Alan up. He's a Big 3 alum, grew up a Florida State fan, parents graduated Florida State, but he upgraded his life and became a Gator pitcher. Pitch for the Yankees. He's a guy of the culture. Tap in with Alan for your insurance needs. What you got? You got sweet tea there, bro? What you sipping on?
It's tea. I think I told you before some kratom tea.
Oh, I thought you had that. What they call it? What's that Slim tea is?
No. If I want to shit, I just eat some apples. I'm not doing all that.
Apples laxatives? That's crazy.
I said apples.
Apples?
Yeah. High in fiber and stuff. Apple juice. It'll get you going.
All right.
Now we get into it a little bit.
Bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I never was with that shit. I ain't taking no laxative, bro. You better eat some salad, some stuff high in fiber. I'm not doing all that. Anyways, that's gross. So let's get on.
Yeah.
We got a couple of commitments. We'll start off with these guys. Romanus O.J. Frederick Jr., cornerback out of St. Thomas Aquinas. He had just committed to West Virginia not quite 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, he was one of them kids. What was the other kid? No, remember the kid we was talking about? I think the kid from Jacksonville.
Derek Plas.
The Penn State like 3-4 days later.
Yeah, I got a little update on him as well. But yeah, similar situation. Yeah, so he ended up, he came out there, worked out. They liked him a lot, so ended up deciding to go ahead and take his commitment. And also,
this is my thing. Like, they from Miami. Why they be working out so late for the staff? If they from South Florida, like we're in like late summer and they getting offers, and I'm not trying to criticize nothing. I just think that's like, I understand working out a kid from out of state late, because you got his film. But some of these kids is right in your backyard, You know, and I'm pretty sure guys from the neighborhood are saying, "Yo, check out so and so."
So and so, right. That is a good question, and I think that comes up to the recent commitment of the Barney kid. The media went out and everybody, Will Fong, Crystal Ball, them, several other guys did. I don't remember.
That was crazy.
Gabby said he was feeling good coming into it. Because the kid went on the visit and said all the right things, but at the end of the day, the relationship with Nebraska had been built up over a year. Wherein is, we waited late, saw him look good in the 7-on-7, and was like, who's this kid? I'm sure they did their work, but
Boy, just listen to that, bro. That sounds
nuts.
That's
what I'm saying. That's bad business. Yeah, I agree.
That sounds nuts. The relationship was over a year for Nebraska?
Right. I don't know what took so long. Like you said, this is your backyard. And, they haven't done terrible because, we take it, guys, out of St. Thomas now, and which we haven't had any luck out of there in quite some time. But, yeah, you can't be that late on all these evaluations and you just think they just automatically gonna say, hey, I'm gonna stay home. Did we do a good job towards the end? Sure. I wouldn't even necessarily
How the hell y'all did a good job, y'all will?
Because you just jumped in it. You gave him something to think about. He canceled his I think he had an Illinois visit lined up to come see us. So you did a good job of getting him on campus, giving him something to think about. I think that's why so many people had him crystal ball. I think he must have said something to where these guys felt very confident that that's what was going to happen. And then he probably went.
It's Nebraska. Y'all, they probably just assume it's y'all in Nebraska. Like, there's no way this kid is going.
Shit, we done lost Nebraska before. Like I said, but all of them came back home or left Nebraska. Now, I ain't saying they came back home.
Gotcha.
Ain't none of them want to stay. That's why I was like, y'all going out there, but shit seemed cool till you sitting out there in the bean fields. And you're like, bro, this shit is too
Not
far.
Not cornfields, bro. Bean fields.
Yeah, we got bean fields.
Yeah, get
congratulations. Right. So yeah, that's kind of how that situation, went. I get you just got to say wrong. You took a little too long. You had him on that visit high. Then I think he went home, chilled out a little bit, and thought about, well, damn, Nebraska been showing me love for a while. I like the coaches. I ain't gonna flip them. Now, if we still pursue later on in the season, we see how that goes. Because I don't know, Nebraska's in obviously rebuilding still. This is they're on to the next coach again. What would the product look like? They look pretty bad over the last few years, period. So if he's a guy that they sincerely want to, get in this class, because I'm thinking we'd like the class to be 4 to 5 wide receivers is what I'm thinking, and looking primarily for outside guys. When we went for Jeray Hawkins was the only slot guy they were really after. I think that was part of our pitch to him was like, hey, you'll be the only one coming in this cycle that we value at that slot position like that. Ultimately ended up picking Florida, but now that's a will for sure because we definitely put a lot of energy into that recruitment as well. And I think they're pretty good. I think he said Florida because of the SEC is what he said. I don't know. Obviously it's got to be a little bit more than that, but that was the decision he ultimately made. But I was, we were having that discussion in the group chat, and I was like, you're just not going to be able to pull up late on all these kids and just get them to, just flip the switch like that. Some of them going to feel slighted. We got stories of that, for like Devontae Freeman. Now I feel slighted. Now you want to come in? I've been here this whole time. So now he can't wait to put his foot in our ass when he playing for Florida State every year. So, that's how shit goes sometimes. Also, we got commitment from Ryan Mack. Also out of St. Thomas. His dad played linebacker for us in the 90s. He is a composite 3-star, and I think he's coming. Yeah, safety. Yeah. He'll be playing safety for us. He's part of that whole collective of the Miami Ravens. So there's they talk about them boys trying to all stay together and play together. You got in that same group, you got JoJo, Jeremiah. Who else was in that group? Dwayne McCoy,
yep.
Chance Robinson, Vincent Shavers. Them boys all played together. So, we done collected some of them.
I seen a picture on Twitter. They have the picture of the three-headed dragon with two solos and one goofy.
And the one, goofy joint.
Yeah, so it was a
do
picture.
That to them,
well, no, they ain't saying that, but they were saying they had two pictures. The Miami Ravens that we wanted, and of course, it's the Baltimore Ravens logo versus the Miami Ravens we get, and it was some little goofy-looking little bird or something like that.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, I think these guys.
But no, someone else told me the same thing. That's pretty much all play, trying to collect all the Miami Ravens guys to see if that'd be a.
I don't know if that's the best play. I think they can play at this level.
I think these are y'all collecting a lot of mid.
I think these guys can play at this level, and I think But if you rolling the dice on something like that, then at least dicey. Somebody ain't supposed to be no Kane. I can tell you that.
If you rolling the dice on something like that, that's dicey.
Yeah, you better make sure that at the very least these other guys really are guys that you like for your program. I like the Shavers kid. Actually, I want to watch more of his film. He's rated as a 3 as well. I haven't had a chance to go through Mac stuff or OJ because I didn't know none of that was really. Well, I heard Mac was coming for a couple of weeks. I'll admit that one, but I didn't really look into it. So
I hate when my coaches make the package move play and I get the wrong part of the package.
You never get that. About to say you never get the other side.
I hate that. we took Umstead Sanders. We were trying to get Trey Sanders at running back. We took Umstead his brother. Yeah. We never got Trey. I was like, bro, I'm tired of these package deals where we end up getting caught holding the mid.
Right. You can't negotiate with terrorists, man. I mean, that's just how I am. You ain't gonna tell me I gotta take your dog. Like, hey, okay, bro, I understand.
I appreciate it, boy. That's loyalty, though. Hey,
for sure.
My dog, I might come.
For sure, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not gonna go because. I ain't Charlie Brown and you ain't Lucy. You ain't gonna just keep pulling the football from in front of me, bro. I know how this game goes. So I respect it, game. I respect
you can't just
though.
pull that off the back and then you got bad blood in the city. So you
before you don't even give it. Yeah,
that's why I say I'm not doing no packages like you said.
What he said in the wire. Once you offer him, so you wanted to be in the game. Congratulations, you're in the game.
No doubt. You say,
got a wire quote for everything in life, bro.
Right. I gotta watch the show again,
right?
Man.
Did you ever finish The Wire?
Yeah, you ever finish it?
No, I got to finish last season. I'm on.
Okay.
But
I forgot all about that because I know we was following it for a while.
Yeah,
I
hate endings, bro. I hate endings. You feel me? So
I'm gonna tell you, you're probably one of the reasons I consider this a top 3 series all time. I think they did an awesome job with the ending. I think it's.
Yes,
a decent amount.
Don't tell me who.
But I ain't gonna tell you who. But think about what we dealing in. You dealing in drugs and that's part of that. So me either. I ain't finished it yet either. I'm still waiting. I'm on the last season and I'm like, because I'm like you.
That last episode got me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I heard they wrapped it up really well.
It was amazing, bro. It just wasn't what I wanted to see personally, but
yeah.
It was amazing.
But yeah, and back like I said, back to just trying to operate like that. You just got to be sure that some of these guys definitely have to be guys that can legit play for your program. You can't just be out here just like, oh, we'll just make all their friends. We'll take all their friends, and then they're gonna be like, all right, man, we got y'all secured. We up out of here, bro. We're going to Ohio State. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, bro. Hey, you good? You good?
You good, right? I'm straight.
All right, you good. I'm going there.
You owe me one, cuz.
Right. Yeah.
Right there.
I see a summer break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know. Actually, I got corrected. Looking at Mac to play more nickel than safety. So, we still got to figure out a little bit what we're gonna do on the safety end, because Pruitt is gonna be a linebacker, and so just gotta we're still in it with Zaquan Patterson. But you got to look at our room right now. There's a good chance both of those guys could be gone. Our safeties could be gone after the season. So you're going to need some guys that can, you know, kind of backfill the position. I think I like Markeith Williams to come in and have one of the spots. You don't necessarily want to rely on a freshman, obviously, but I just don't think that there's necessarily the answers are all there together in the safety room right now. So it's going to be an important cycle as far as trying to secure you an elite guy at the safety position, you know, or, you know, a blue chip guy, you know, elite blue chip, whatever. You want to get you a guy. So we got to be, you know, mindful that we're still in that recruitment. So we'll see how that all ultimately shakes out in the end. Let's see what else I want to hit on real quick. Let's see. We got a couple of date coming up for the 5-star tight end Devon Mitchell, kid out of Cali. I mentioned had a good visit with us, worked out. He'd be looking to reclassify, so he would be in the cycle. Looks like we did a good job. A lot of people got us in the driver's seat on that one.
Say where you from?
He is from Cali.
Oh yeah, y'all. That's a bag right there, man. Territory.
They whiffing out there. That's why they catch. That's why they doing all these late offers and evals.
Well, I take it
on the West.
So now they coming back to the home team. Oh, I see the play right here. I see the play.
I'll take a 5-star from Cali. I don't care how y'all feel about it.
5-star in Cali, a 3-star in Florida.
No, that's how we doing it. Hey, then our class is lit.
You know, Miami fans say,
yeah. That's an old narrative, brother. Don't get me wrong. Three slip out of the backyard still. This is still, South Florida.
Our 3 stars in South Florida is a 5-star in Alabama.
I don't know about that.
Off in early McElwain years. I got that shit off.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. But, I mean, you got to be mindful of your evaluations. There are some 3 stars that is we let get loose in the past.
Like you said, man, we like following offers, right? That's the main thing, man. What the offer sheet look like. But like you said, there's a couple of guys, like you have a Zay Flowers that go to Boston College, some this, that, and another.
Right.
Or some kids that go to Illinois, but for the most part.
And usually what's the biggest thing with them kids? Size, typically.
Yeah.
Typically, they just a little undersized, and that's why the bigger programs would just overlook them. And then, you get guys that go out there and have great careers and get drafted in the first round. So
because they be 3 stars, they undersized. You imagine trying to sell that to Seminole Killer 335 on Twitter?
It ain't crazy about him, and that's what he got to understand.
You got a 5'8",
850. It is not about you, man. Nobody cares what you think.
You can get a 5'8", 170-pound receiver with offers from SMU and Memphis. Well, they'll go crazy.
Yeah, they finna tell your shit down.
And it's like, brother, who paid you to evaluate? Nobody. So that's one of the biggest gripes I've had about Miami over the years. We talk about blue talent level and why we should be, at least winning the Coastal. Man, these evaluations been trash because these kids don't go on to do anything else. Or the development's been trash. But I'm bigger on
it too.
I mean, could be a little bit. I mean, it just depends because Manny done a good job developing. You take like the defensive lineman that went.
Bro, man, y'all fired Manny too damn soon, man. That's what the fucking problem is.
I never
believe y'all fired it. That man did not truly have a chance, bro. And I get it. Y'all wanted the shiny new tour, Mario Cristobal, this, that, another, bring the home team back. I get it. But
listen, I've never really argued against that point. I do think
it was just the fact it was Mario.
It was just that guy. So it was like, look, we get ready to spend this kind of money. We have dedicated ourselves to spend this kind of money. Do we want to give it to this guy who doesn't have quite as much experience? Do I think Manny got a raw deal? Yeah. But that's just business. Business is cold. Yeah. Like, I do definitely think he deserved a chance with the same things they're giving Mario. They gave Mario more money for everything. They paying him more, and now these facilities being built, this being built, we taking money. Man, he didn't get that. So I mean, he was fighting with one hand behind his back.
He had to rent yachts with his own money.
He had to do what every other Miami coach ever had to do.
Freedom Boat Club and all, trying to get recruits.
Hey. I do feel like he got a raw deal, but
man, it was up at 2 a.m. seeing that Freedom Boat Club commercial. He was like, "Yeah, I got something for that.
I got something bad right here. These motherfuckers don't want to give it to him. I'm gonna take it."
So And I mean, he made his mistakes, obviously, being a young coach and all. But I think he could continue to develop and probably get things right. He deserved a chance, but
I think Manning get a second chance for sure. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah, he's doing a good job at Penn State, so yeah, he get another opportunity.
He wasn't doing a terrible job at Miami. Like I think they jumped the gun a little bit, got a little antsy. They seen the opportunity with bringing Mario home.
Right.
But you look at the hires. I thought that Manny made better hires, man. Like
I agree.
I just think he made better hires. The hires right now, you looking at these Mario hires, and it's reflecting on the trail, because it ain't all just last season. It's some of the effort on the trail as well, and the energy and chemistry don't feel the same. Like it's a reason why y'all are dropping off of y'all main targets and dropping so far back with these new evals, and I think that's just bad hiring. But I don't want to get too deep into it. I just think that Manny was doing a better job in the first 2 years, I would say, than what Mario doing in his first 2 years.
I think that wouldn't be. Well, we'll see, because we got to see some of the product on the field this year. That's just going to be paramount. Everything really hinges on how quickly he can get this thing going in the direction.
It's a long play though. Like even like it's Mario going.
Y'all put 10 years?
Yeah, he got 10 years.
It's a long play, bro. So he got.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it takes to gut a culture, to get
I like a slow death.
Couple stab, a couple pokes. Torture you a little bit.
Death by paper cut.
Chinese water dripping. Waterboarding real quick a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
We get it's just
Could be a total war, all that.
Things could accelerate greatly if the product on the field is just decent this year. I really believe that. I think if it's just decent, it could accelerate. However, if it don't, then it's going to be a big step back, I believe. And then now you got some real work to do. So
I can see that. It's no really middle ground. If you guys do decent on the field, they could
I think things take off.
Have another below average season, then they could derail some things.
We can't be out here. I mean, beat a dead horse. Can't be losing to Middle Tennessee State. You can't have a 5-7 record. You can't get beat by Duke with 7 turnovers like this. Who wants to play for this? Like, let's be fair. Like, that logo gonna take you but so far. And fair enough to him. He's coming in. I gotta gut some of this stuff out. So you sell that. That's why he did good on the last one. That's why people was like, oh, Maui Goa came, he left early. I was like, yeah, he probably was trying to get on the field. He saw how shitty this was. So you could sell that year 1. Now year 2, they feel like the roster is much improved. I definitely do, especially along the front of the O-line. It's got a hell of a lot better. So now you got to go do something. Now it's time to do a little proving. Anyways, back to that particular recruitment. A lot of people feel good coming out of that one. Committing July 8th. He kind of said he liked the coaching he got from Coach Waddell, the newer guy we brought on to replace Field, on the tight end coach. He said he enjoyed the coaching. He's a tough coach, making sure he corrected him on all his mistakes, and he really enjoyed that part of it. Obviously like the scenery down there. Feeling good on him. I'll go ahead and put him in. And then if that happens, then it's basically I'm hearing it's us, Bama, and who's the third? Is it USC? I'm drawing a blank right now, but I think it's basically down to us and Bama. But a lot of people feel pretty good that we could probably rope this kid on in this class. So if we get him, then that's your 2 tight ends. We're still in it for Caleb Odom. Again, he's that kid that I've spoken on several times. I really don't get that great a read on him, period.
He's driving the bag off of Bama. That's all.
That what it is?
That's what I'm hearing in the streets, man.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. It's business.
I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. So.
Hell yeah. As long as you talking, it's opportunity. You know what I'm saying? As we predicting, and these are children, man. I don't know what these kids gonna do. Joker told you.
How many of y'all taking, man?
It's total class size?
Yeah.
Looking to be about 28, so we like half full right now. I think we have 14 or 15.
God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no cap though, so.
Yeah, that's just the number I'm hearing.
You got to manage the roster though.
Right. Yeah.
You still got to do that for sure.
You still got to get to a certain number.
Right. On how you want to distribute it. But yeah, they that's a number I'm hearing in general. So we pretty much, I think we are either at, hold on, let me look that real quick.
28 is a fucking lot though, bro. How many y'all took last year?
Need a lot.
You just said
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. It's like 1,000 3-stars, right?
Need a lot.
And Mario ain't leaving no stone unturned. Turn all the motherfuckers over trying to find something. It's crazy though, because everybody have these high hopes, man. And when you recruiting, right? So when you recruiting and you want the 5-star kid, but it's an art to playing your second and third options and keeping them engaged and showing that you actually like them and playing the game a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely art
you
to
can
it.
fall off a cliff. I've seen this type of shit happen before with some of our previous coaches, man. Muschamp was bad with that on the offensive side of the ball. We end up with some crazy shit. Like, who the hell is this kid? And then you got to spin it. But 28 is a lot.
And they took 26 last year.
Right. I mean, like I said, shit got to go. Everything must go. Fire sale. So right now we sit at 14. We are number 30 in the country right now.
I won't hit the whole 20. I saved something for the portal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's why.
We kind of attacked the portal. We did a lot in the portal, with the D tackles, cornerbacks already. We took a running back out of the portal.
So if you have two high school class, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I got.
It may not end up being 28 total. All high.
Right. You got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, you mix it a little bit.
20 overall. That could be
I
can see that.
Yeah. I think that'd be ultimately, because like I said, we did a lot of work in the first round of the portal. Brought in quite a few guys and some guys that could really be contributors. I really like that AJ kid, the running back. And then the JUCO corner we just got pulled into this class.
28 overall makes sense. That makes sense.
But if they do high school, we'll see how it all ultimately.
I think it was at around 25 for high school.
Okay. So yeah, that sets us there, and like I said, that's probably that'll be the bottom half of the class. And then now they gonna try to.
What if it's the top half though?
Hey, that'll be nuts. But people definitely
Just throwing that out there.
I mean, anything can happen. If it's
no, I promise you. If that happens, that would be the should have motherfuckers turn on Mario for sure, 100%.
Oh, it's growing.
Tell you right now.
His pool on the field plus recruiting. That's recruiting is all they.
They cook it up a little bit.
It's a slow cooker in the message board.
It's steaming under that pot, man.
Yeah, you got advertising the entree coming pretty soon. Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you right now.
No, seriously, I think that'll be the case, but that'll put the nail in the coffin for Mario for fans. They'll definitely turn on the end.
Oh yeah,
recruiting is
unless the shit just fire on the field.
No, yeah, of course y'all win.
If you could just produce fire. We get beat by teams with lesser all the time.
These people fake
we got.
Mario is not about to put fire on this field. You better hope that shit is average. I don't think you about to see no fire.
It's gonna be some fire.
Firing.
Fire nobody else. Yeah, we get beat by these teams though all the time. So somebody doing something wrong, time to do something right. But I think it's the bottom of the class now. Like you just mentioned, Silk. You got to hold on to those guys that you sincerely do want in this class. We spoke a little pre-show. I won't throw the actual name out, but I only think there's one guy that that they got right now that may be a little shaky. Other than that, they really like everybody within the class. So now it's time to go get all of these guys you've been investing, tons of resources in and trying to bring them on in.
Ropo in the host over here, I think.
We got an announcement tomorrow. I like Miami in this one. Marquise Lightfoot, the 5-star. Was he 5 or 4? I think he might be 4-star according to 247. I think number 128 overall. Marquise Lightfoot. He's one of the kids out of the Chicago area. He's got a final 6 of Bama, Illinois, Georgia, USC West, Ohio State, and Miami. Announce it tomorrow at 5, or today at 5 as you guys are listening to it. I like Miami in this recruitment. I think he'll be our second 4-star and kind of get this thing rolling.
You got y'all in him?
Yeah, I like us for Lightfoot. Yep, like us for Lightfoot tomorrow. So if I look crazy on the clips, y'all can clip it up. I'm putting him in this class. I do like him. Us in that particular recruitment. Let's see. What else we got here? We had another offer go out at corner. So they still throwing numbers at corner. I just saw this one. Kid out of Atlanta area, Raymond Mosby. 6 foot 175. He is composite 3-star, number 924 in the nation.
Woo.
76 out of corners and 104th player out of Georgia.
Oh yeah, dying his fucking bag, boy.
Yeah. No stone is left unturned.
That boy going crazy on the trail with DBs, man. Shit.
They said that man was almost recruiter of the year, man.
DVD just died.
I told you what that was, though. Bro.
I said that too, though. But I said that too. This is probably one of the bigger arguments I get with Miami fans. I'm like, bro, listen, y'all, this guy, give me DVD on that say recruitment. I feel better. If you flip it and gave him that job, I feel like we land, like you said, McLean. I think we land McLean. I think there's several other ones we would land.
If DVD was never put on field, if he was just retained, from the previous staff from Manny's regime, bro, there's no question at all that y'all have, and not just defensive backs, to be other guys as well.
Other positions, right.
Correct.
I don't know. I think they're just trying to make lemonade. I just disagree on that one. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on now. And like I said, we agree on this, man. That recruiter year shit, man. It was Georgia's logo, 100%.
I was like, I was too at Georgia,
Right, bro. Like, come on now. Put me on staff right now. I get me about
the work do itself. You gotta do a lot, man.
We got defensive head coach and a recruiter guy as Kirby itself, man. It makes it a lot easier. And who's a defensive back guy?
Absolutely. All right, a little more news. Let's see. We got Kamarion Franklin. He just came down.
I think y'all go get. I think we talk. I keep it right. My bad. Right?
No, you gotta go.
We talk about the D-line class y'all have. How it's looking right now. I think y'all get Franklin.
I think Franklin's looking good for us. He's coming back again. For the barbecue. I don't have a barbecue list yet, but yeah, he will be back down for the barbecue end of this month. So. He enjoying himself. I think we're doing well in that commitment. Still gotta look out for Tennessee. Tennessee gonna spend money, but he definitely enjoying South Florida. So feel pretty good on that one as well. And I think, man, I don't got too much more. Quick note, feeling good on names that we brought up before. Artavius Jones, that's a guy, one of the guys out of y'all backyard, right? Feel good with him. Think we got some good traction there. I wouldn't put him in the class just yet, but
No real partying.
Yeah, a roll poll. If you can get it quiet in the background, that'd be a plus, my brother. But welcome to the show.
Larion, man, I ain't partying, man. I'm hanging out, man, basking, in humanity, homie. That's what it is, man. I need a break. You feel me?
I definitely feel
we
that.
figured it all out. We cracked the code, but didn't break none. You hear me?
Already. Give us just one moment. My man Larion wrapping up his Miami talk, man. Give us just a moment here.
Oh, good, man. We can talk about that too. Gator babe.
Let's see what I was at with it. Feeling pretty good, with Artavius Jones and Kendall Jackson is another kid that I think he's a composite 3 right now as well. I think he's kind of criminally underrated. I watch that kid. He moves fast for a guy that's already 250 pounds.
I like Kendall. He took the Kentucky visit. I know Kentucky's in the mix. We're in the mix. We've taken a lot of defensive linemen in the last some big guys lately. So I got to get word back if he's a take right now. If he's a take, I like us. He's from Buchholz, Gainesville area. Mom's Gator alum. Uncle Aubrey Hill. Played at UF as well, so we got some ties there.
Aubrey Hill, man, let's go, man.
Already.
Long live Aubrey Hill, man.
Rest
that was
peace.
my guy, man. He's a real dude. He's a real shepherd, and he moved in the spirit, man, and he took care of these boys. he was one of those ones that really took care of his players, really understood, the traumatizing things we went through where they came and got us from our social norms. And he really stepped like that.
Right.
And even when, like back then, even it's starting to get better now, but back then, even our guys couldn't do everything they could do or wanted to do because of the system, man, the system design. But Aubrey Hill, man, he was just a stepper. And I think that's why, he made that transition over, to the high school side of things to be able to make those kind of impacts on those guys' lives early. And I think, that's why that transition happened, to go away from the mass incarceration of this NCAA, this,
Let's go
NFL,
ahead.
this
Let's go ahead to the podcast,
elementary
man.
school.
We'll get back to
You
Larry.
hear me?
We'll get back to
All
Larry.
that.
I was done anyway. That was it.
Yeah. We'll get back to that.
Pretty much
man.
it.
We're kicking it with Cali's very own, man, Ronald Powell, former #1 recruit in the entire country. You're from Riverside, California, correct?
Man, I am from Pomona. You hear me? But I went to high school in Moreno Valley. I'm
Oh man, come on, roll call. Here we go.
all of that. I went like I said, I went to high school in the murder, and I was one of those kids and one of those babies that grew up in the game. My biological did like 28 years in the pen of his life. My step pops, which is my father, rest in peace, Big Vern. He these guys, you know, really showed me, a lot of different things and the ways of life. But we see it beautiful.
What was young football culture like in those parts? I know we're all familiar with LA. Well, out of towners, we know about LA, Oakland, the major cities. But what was football culture like in where you're from? How you said Pamuto? What is it?
Man, it's the IE, man. It's so really what it is, bro, it's the areas that we're from is where they break down the projects. You know what I'm saying? They tear down Watts, they tear down, and they send, those guys vouchers to be in Moreno Valley, Sunnymead, what it used to be. And so on and so forth throughout those areas. And that's the inland area that we speak upon. And when it comes to ball, that's the Corona Centennials. That's the, the Norcos, the Rancho Verdes, you feel me, where all the dogs is, where we don't recruit. We just, we just step. And, shout out to, the Tyron Smiths, the Quincy Anumas, the Mario Stringfellows, Eric Martin, Daniel Jenkins, Terrence Miller, Junior Palme, the list goes on, Ryan Henderson. We just got those kind of guys that's in that area that's been traumatized. And when you do, they come get us from those places and those areas. So, because we just do it, they hoorah, we just we do all the rest of it,
Sure.
We just step as shepherd, homie. And down here in that area, we played the IE versus LA. They stopped those games. We beat those boys bad all the time. We beat them to death. We know ball. We in out read. We full back, near back to guard. We play real ball.
What
Down block, kick out. Spilling and all of that. So we understand those things formational wise. Understanding when to run the man route versus the Compton rip where we will run at the speed out. Versus that zone versus man when we got to get up on you, lean on you, and go ahead and make that separation, make the play, get the sticks moving.
already?
We really understand those things, foot firing, and those things are embedded in us, and we do it.
What position did you start off as a young buck in Pop Warner football? Did you start off at linebacker, tight end? What was your play?
Man, no. So I used to throw the pill. I used to throw the rock, and I used to throw the rock. I used to run the rock. Me and Cooper that went up to Washington. You hear me? We ran the wing T with in middle school, both of the coops. You know what I mean? But me and the running back, We used to run the wing T. We used to run all our counters. You know what I mean? Counter. You know what I mean? Power to me. You know, we'd take 15. We'd take this, that. We'd take that, and then we'd just get that counter up underneath to Coop, and he was gone. You know, we did a lot of that kind of things, and that's the kind of play that I've been around for a long time, man. Like the Deshaun Graysons of the world, man. Them dudes that was, you know, they fell short to injury. They fell short to a lot of different things that we fall short to. You know, it's no mental health. It's no mental health component in physical therapy. And I'm bringing that awareness, man. It's no life for us, you know what I mean, with the CTE thing, you know, and living people on this earth, bro. We know it's the truth. You know, it's the Aaron Hernandez of the world. They watch it, and then they, you know what I mean, they watch him go, and then they open his brain and they say 92% of us got it. Well, it's time to do something about it. You know what I mean? It's time to do something about it and address peak performance, bro, and clear off the conscience, bro, and get our guys right, man. If not, we're gonna keep losing our junior SAIs, you know, and that's where it hurts. You know, it hurts because you know we love this game and we want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? But it's you know it's the system design, man. They do it so we can just go play ball. You know what I mean? And not be aware, man, and not wake up and and it's hard to be on that threshold, man, when you understand that. But then we got a job to do, man. It's a job to be a shepherd. It's a job to be you know, shepherd, man. It's no sheep out here, man, unless you be blind. But I would never, you know, compare myself to a sheep, homie. They're blind and they're led by shepherds. You know what I mean? And we're it's gorillas and tigers and bears, oh my, you know what I mean?
Already.
And you
We was just
feel
talking
them
about
when
that
they
already.
walk in the room. You feel
Already.
me? And I'm like that, you know?
No, I'm with it, man. We're gonna talk some more of that, man. I like the energy and I like what you're talking, man. I like to bring awareness to stuff, and you talking some real stuff, man. What was your introduction to football and recruiting? Was USC? How big were they? I know they're big, the big dog out there in Cali. Who was your
Man,
first
it
offer and
was.
how it got going?
Man, I was offered everywhere. I had everything. I still got those letters. I got the real letters. I still got them. They all laminated. They in the paper.
Keep
You
it.
feel me?
Yeah,
I got
supposed
them
supposed to
still.
keep that.
You know,
Right.
I got those, man, with the real, you know, the real letter of intent and all of that shit, the real offers. You know, when they have to really send you an offer, man, on that paperwork, and they got to read a certain way. I got those, man, from everywhere. And and that's the difference, bro. When when I was coming out, you know, Pete Carroll and all them, they were still at SC, and it got rocky because we knew what was going on. You know, obviously, it's a lot of whistleblowers. You know, so we understand, you know, what was going on before those things happened. I also had that talk, you know, before Urban Meyer did what he did. But they told me he was going to the sports. You know what I mean, they told me everything before I was at
What?
the Army game.
Yeah.
You know,
What was that like? Okay,
Brendan Carroll,
okay.
he hit me. He said, "Hey, look, you're leaving.
Yeah.
Don't do it." You feel me? And I did it anyway. You know, fucking with Brian White and them. But it's
Yeah.
all a blessing, bro. It's all a blessing, bro. But you
Give
know,
me, give me, give me.
it's
You
Ethos
guys is
Pathos logos, dog.
real
They
quick. Give
appealing
me
to
you guys.
emotions, bro.
That class you guys came in with was on paper they say one of the best classes ever, if not the best recruiting classes, right? You had Matt Elam, I think he flipped out the Urban, did his thing to Florida State for a
Then
quick little
came
bit,
right back. Yeah.
right?
Elo.
Yeah,
Elo,
561 in the building, man. Real killers out here a little
Let's
bit.
go.
Hey,
West
but
Palm Beach. You were
what was the
there.
vibes like amongst that you guys, Dominique Easley, the Elams of the world, when Urban has that heart attack or whatever he had, he's about to go. What was you guys' conversation like?
Man, you know what, man? It was a lot of emotions there, man. You know, it's a lot of the times, man, it's hard to speak on, man, because you know, as young men then, you know, we're not the grown man today. And a lot of things that we went through and what we were going through was a product of our environment and our social norms that brought us mental health issues. And that's what traumatizes us, you know. And in those times, we were traumatized, man. We came all the way across the world, all the way across, you know what I mean, to be trust, you know, and be entrusted in, you know, to come fight every day. We hoorah every day. We run and we clash like the Titans every day. We run our frontal lobe and the niggas every day. You know what I mean? We go to war. You know what I mean? We
From
go to
the
war
low,
more than
man. Right.
anybody.
Yeah, that's
Anybody. We
facts.
go to war every day.
Yeah.
Right? We fucking eat the best. We get trained by the best. You know what I mean? And we fucking clash like the Titans. Is me and you who gonna break the rock.
It's a
You know what I
gladiator
mean?
sport,
Every
bro.
day. Every day.
Gladiators,
It's competitive
for
excellence.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's defeating a man's will. You get it? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna defeat your will, homie. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna do it longer? And that's the environment that we created, and it was a bunch of fucking dogs up there. You know what I mean? That brung it out of each other, and we grew each other up, and we didn't even realize how much we linked on each other. Versus all the bullshit, man. It's out. You know what I mean? It's all the things that happen behind the closed doors in those offices. In those meeting rooms, and you know what I mean, all the different things that you do to get guys out of there, out of the building, retesting them, you know what I mean, calling them back to the building to get it, you know what I mean, all that shit they do to get you out of there, man. And these dudes, we lose, man. We lose great talent. It was the reason why those guys showed up to the University of Florida or whatever university it is, and they entrusted you. Their parents did. They did. You know what I mean? And the things that I seen, when it came to drug tests and this and that and whatever it may be, class school, whatever how they do it. It's all system designed, and we lost a lot of great players. You know what I mean? That way, and through those times, man, we linked on each other. Uh, we thought about leaving. We thought about going here. We thought about going together here. We decided to go there together. And at the end of the day, man, we wasn't gonna leave each other. You know what I mean? We wasn't gonna leave each other, man. It's our heart. Love is where the heart at. Love is in the spirit, man. Love is all around us, and energy is free. Energy is free, so we give it all. We give it out for free, man, and they donate, right? And we donate it back, and you know what I mean, and we write it off. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Right? And it goes to our kids, grandkids, and in that trust, and we become Rockefeller, dog. We
Yeah,
become those kind of families, and we come back to humanity, bro. We come back to humanity. We let go of this system, bro. A lot of niggas is on paperwork. A lot of niggas is they're marks. They're marks. They're taking the mark of the beast. And in those times, bro, like being young, people don't realize that, but it was a lot of that going on. There was a lot of, struggles going on from the older players to the younger players because,
let's talk
we
about
come in,
that.
we grown man.
Yeah, let's talk
We
about
grown
that.
man.
You guys were beefing with the older guys, the
Players, bro.
Pouncies, the national
Hey, look, I
championship
don't
team.
beef with nobody.
No,
I
not
just,
beef,
you hear
but
me?
there was some friction between the upperclassmen and lower and the young boys. That 2020 class, 2010 class that was coming in, and the upperclassmen that was at UF. It's well documented. I used to have a podcast with Ahmad Black, and he spoke on it a little bit on when we used to pod together. But what was that clash like with the young boys coming in? I know you guys was, like I said, it's a lot of lions in that, a lot of alphas coming in that class, and you already got killers
Man,
on
you
campus
gotta,
too.
man, let's go. You hear me? And you look them in your eyes, they know who you are. You hear me? Anywhere you go, homie, I go by myself. You feel me? And I tell niggas, you go that way, I go with you. You know what I'm saying? So like in that case, that's in that case, there's a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you come in these universities, niggas is pumping off fear. You know what I mean? That's life. You feel me? Everybody wants to pump off fear, homie. Everybody wants to just talk about it. Everybody wants to just, you feel me, explain what they were going to do or how they were going to do it. You know what I mean? No one wants to just do it. You know what I mean? In this world, and that's why in those times we clash because you know it's a perception out here. Life is about perception, about your belief. But if you have a perception
Impatient.
that
Wait for
these
Coach to
young
pull it
kids
up
is
back.
coming
Here we
in and
go.
you're gonna do them the
Yes.
way
Hey,
you
y'all
want
pound
to
that
do
like
them,
button. We lost
you know
the
what I'm
signal a little
saying?
bit. He'll pop back in. Hopefully
That shit ain't happening.
but pound that like button, hit subscribe.
All good. Can you hear me?
This is the most interesting interview I've ever been a part of. Bro, talking that talk.
Yeah, you hanging out a little
All
bit.
good, man.
Yeah, I think he coming back in.
Let me see if I
Ronald,
can
if you
move
hear
every.
us,
Can you hear me now?
hit refresh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we got you. You there?
Yeah,
There you go.
We
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
We in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm here.
On the edge of my seats, like a to be continued, bro.
Yeah, where did I stop
We
off?
was talking about the 2010 class,
Where I
and
stop? Where I stop?
you're gonna get to the systems, and you getting that off. But we was talking about the 2010 class. What was it like? Was there fights? What was the friction between the older guys? Like, what was the disagreements?
Yeah, it's great. You feel me? I'm hanging out with
Oh
workouts and shit.
man.
It look different from my, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It look different from my. He asking her, you feel me? A freshman, why you fucking with a freshman? This, that, you know, there's a lot of that shit, man. It's always like
Women.
that. You know what I mean? And instead of like,
Y'all
yeah,
came
it's
in
all
and took
kinds of
y'all came in and
shit. I
took the
mean, it's
hose.
not just women. Nah, we doing it all. Yeah, don't call them that. They Mother Earth, you hear me? It's
Oh,
Mother
my
Earth.
apologies.
They
You're
the
right, bro. You're
vessels,
right.
homie. They're, you know what I mean? They're made like Mother Earth. They're made just like Mother Earth, homie. And we gods, homie. We're gods and goddesses, you know. And we bring our ancestors back through the vessel, homie. You know what I
Already.
mean? I'm Job out here. You feel me? Jesus was never a father. Jesus, you know what I mean, was married. You know what I mean? It's hard to say he struggled the way you did. You know what I mean? And that's what connects us in the flesh, homie, is the struggle, homie. You know, and once we clean off the flesh, we can just see it beautiful. You know, we really clean off the spirit, homie. The flesh is gonna be here. That's the only thing
Right.
we can give this earth. You know, flesh and blood, homie, and that's why it's easy to, you know what I mean, to spin again.
Already.
Why would you say you? I heard you say you're Job. Why would you make that comparison there?
Yeah, man, because look, bro, I just beat an NFL Rico. You hear me? Is Lotta, homie. Rico Lotta. You hear me? Statute of limitation. You hear me?
Wow.
They watched me for a long time. You get it? You know what I mean? They can fuck off, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just ready to enjoy myself now. You know what I mean? A long time. You know what I mean? Uh, 10 years coming, bro. Man, you block me out now. DQ, he
You
hollered at me.
breaking up,
He
man.
said, come on, pull up August 6th.
Lost you.
Can you hear me now?
We just need a better sick. There we go.
How about
Yeah,
now?
here we
All
go.
right, all
Here
right.
we go. Yeah,
There we
you sound
go.
good.
I was saying, yeah, man. So 10 years plus, bro. It's been up and down. It's been all of that, man. I've been through all of that. I've been a humble man, and I go through I weather the storm, homie. And I'm paperless, homie.
What was the situation behind that?
I'm
You said you kind of breaking up a little bit. You said the NFL was doing what now again? What was the
Man, I
backstory on
got
that?
you.
Rico.
I got you, man. So look, so when you come from traumatized areas, homie, and your people's been traumatized, homie, and they've been through what they've been through, the whole world is on a Rico. You know what I'm saying? Right? They're on a Rico. You're on a Rico. I'm on a Rico. You feel me? Because if this podcast ever goes, you know what I mean, forever and ever, like it's going to, when we see Perception Beautiful, right? It's Never Neverland, not Disneyland, homie. They make it for you, or you do it for yourself. Quantum physics, homie. Quantum, you know what I mean? Quantum theory, homie. No more propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Metaphysics, not the metaverse. But like I said, homie, I'm paperless. I'm energy, homie, and they put it all in my face. You know what I'm saying? I married Renee McGowan's daughter about 10 so years ago. You get it? Buki Radley. He texted me and told me, you know what I mean? Hey, look, you took this watch off for me about 10 years ago in some months. You hear me? I got on the phone with Miss Brenda, which is Terry and Meeches and them, you know what I mean? All of that, you know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, Larion, this
And
motherfucker.
and
I'm sorry.
it's that's Terry's goddaughter, you know what I mean? And that happened, 10 so years ago, you know what I'm saying? So
Who we
I called
talking
Miss
about?
Brenda and she
Who?
said that's how they did Terry. We're talking about Terry and Meach. We're talking about, you know what I mean? We're talking about the guys. You know what I mean?
What was your
It's,
uh?
it's that
What was
it's that kind of
your
correlation.
Yeah, I got you. What was your relationship like with Urban Meyer?
Man, perfect. I would love to. But my relationship with him, man, it was all personal. We thought, it was personal, you know what I'm saying? But it's business. At the end of the day, it was business, you know what I mean? There's no way you look people in the face, you promise this, you promise that, and you don't check on them no more. that's ingenuine. You know what I mean? It's not gonna happen. Like when you move in the spirit and you love the spirit, you identify love, you put a value on love. You don't let people love you any kind of way. You know what I mean? You don't love.
I think we call dog off the vices.
Hey, he was one to elaborate. Talking that lingo, just in another lingo. I want to tap into the Urban Meyer talk more. We need to bring him back on the better setting though, for sure, and really get like.
Yeah. Let me see if he popped back in here. I'm trying to get to some of the meat of the the time he was at UF and whatnot.
And also just a little, them big time number one recruit. Got to be a little, some stories in regards to that.
Oh, for sure, man.
Just in regards to this whole process.
Yeah, you could tell he's talking about trauma a lot. You know what I'm saying, and just mental health. So you know what I'm saying. He's very coherent, but he's also talking some shit. But it just he probably he's poolside, bruh. You know what I'm saying. We need to catch him.
Yeah, I think he off the phone off that the regular wireless connection instead of the
yeah. We need a Wi-Fi connection. We're gonna make finish this conversation though. We'll get him back on next week if we have to. Cause I don't know if he's gonna come back here. Man, we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us for sure. There are a couple of things that I did want to just. We'll see when Larion get back, but there's a couple of things I did want to talk about before we got out of here. Just regular ass topics. I think they shrinking the not NIL. I keep mixing those up. They're shrinking the transfer portal.
The window, right?
Yeah, the window is going from 60 days to 30 days. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, that helps us out. But when I told you about my staff, what was the last show? They thrive in those situations in regards to, those transfer portal windows where they can recruit all out instead of, chasing the kid around for an entire year. But no, I think 60 days is probably better just for the simple fact that because that window opens, you got a lot of teams that are still playing games too, right? That's late in the season and things like that. So I think that 60 days is a lot better for the entire college football world. Kids that want to enter the portal and things like that, because kids enter the transfer portal, season still going on. You got playoff teams, bowl games, that type of deal. That shortens up those kids' window in regards to getting out there and looking at opportunities that they may have. First, cutting their actual season short and not focusing on finishing the task within that season. You know what I'm saying, in regards to, say, for instance, I'm going to leave Georgia completely because I got 10 days left within this transfer portal. I need to figure something out because I know I'm going to leave, versus just having that 60-day window, and after the season plays out, they can continue the season with Georgia, finish playoff run, whatever it may be, and then jump into the transfer portal after that season is completed and figure out what their next move is. So I think the 60 days is better because you got teams that's still going to be playing within that 30-day window.
Yeah.
We lost Rofo?
Yeah, we lost him for a little minute. I think that phone finally, kicked
probably
it.
Died.
Yeah, we'll try to get him back on, man. Also think maybe the devices was flowing a little bit. I like what he was talking on some of that shit because he's talking like a lot of like things we need to be aware of and talk about on the mental side of, the after effect of a lot of what's going on with these ball players. But right now we're talking transfer portal. They shrunk the window from 60 days to 30 days, man.
Yeah, this fucking portal, man. I guess you just keep tweaking it until it kind of fits a model that you prefer to see. I think ultimately you still looking at a portal that's flooded with a bunch of players. I mean, you could change all these windows. I think the bigger issue with anything is just the fact that there's too many guys in there that ain't never gonna see the light of day again. I don't think, man. Portal not eat their ass up.
They got a job.
Yeah.
Before we do wrap it up, man, one more on this big three lady just got a text. Justin Scott committed to Ohio State.
God damn it.
Woo!
Yeah,
Mario in an
defensive tackle.
whiff bag, man.
Man, I got the text, but I ain't. Oh, you
That's
mother.
why you tried to curve us about it.
No.
So like Ryan did get some of that pussy too, man. So
Man.
he passed around a lot this weekend.
He live in Miami. How could he do this to us? Son of a bitch.
Scott, that's the kid from the Northwest who was to my last show.
Yeah,
right?
from Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he been there every day. Little man, he got a house, kids. He was the one that stayed for like a week.
Yeah, man. Enjoyed it. Miami's nice. I would have stayed for a week too.
But nah, I feel like, man, and remember we said last show too, in regards to the top schools and how it was kind of revolving to a lot of them schools. But what was the common denominator? It was a lot of Big Ten schools, or a lot of Big Ten Midwest areas.
They stuck out like a sore thumb.
They like, man,
this D-line class you lied about, bro. Like one at a time, bro. Just
they doing me like that.
Ryan Day said, "Give me some too."
Right.
I mean, it's all depending on the D-line class. Man. I ain't gonna hold you. It's got to. Yeah, that sucks. That was
So I guess it's
Cam Franklin, right there.
Cam Franklin and.
I mean, it's still they still got some big boys on the board. I mean, still got David Stone. Still got Cam.
Where's Stone from?
Oklahoma.
He had IMG though.
Yeah.
That's right. IMG kid. That's right.
Yeah. We still in that one. You know, that may be a contest of the because they look like shit too. So could be who look better on the field this year.
Y'all acting totally different.
I mean, I feel different.
Y'all still rich?
Definitely rich. Rich.
Okay.
Yeah. Canes Connection, man.
Y'all,
and all of y'all complaining, go sign up for Canes Connection. We got to kick in now.
Well, that's
it was
a new
fun.
one, huh?
No, it was out, but we wasn't kicking in. I'm kicking in. If Uncle John gonna pay for everything, I'm not paying for that shit. Now it's time, ladies and gents. Now it's time to reach in your pocket.
Ruiz had an excellent 1 year run, bro. One for the ages.
Yeah, man. He with Canes Connection.
He blew his wad, man. He blew it way too early, man. I hate when you
that boy's talking greasy.
Listen, how you feel like for real though? Like you think you guys gonna bounce back this cycle? You like the way your board's looking? Cause y'all missing some big targets, and we waiting on this D-line haul.
I mean, the D-line is still.
If the D-line strikeouts start going, bro, like the floodgates is gonna flow.
Then it's Oh yeah. I mean, I said that previously on the other show. Like it's so contingent on this D-line class to clean up and be a good class, and you did put all this energy into it. Like,
and this is a quote real quick from Justin Scott in regards to his commitment. So I was ready to commit to Michigan, and then we visited Ohio State. And the one thing that pushed them over the top was getting coached by Coach Larry Johnson. So pretty much like you say,
he played us, man.
At all. They weren't in it, man. It was just vacation.
He played us, man.
It was vacation.
Wow. City kids, man. You know how it is. He got us. He pulled the South Florida on us, man.
That kid from Chicago, he never seen a palm tree in his life.
Yeah. But again, he fooled a lot of people, man. Congrats on the finesse,
only
kid.
beats this jit got his late Michigan. This man, he taking this trip to Miami and South Florida as often as he can.
Y'all got Wilt phone whiffing on crystal balls.
Bro, you know, I'm saying what he doing. Like, that's what I'm saying. The kid is a finesser, man.
You said, my man Wilt phone put in the crystal ball for Scott, and it was good news on the way. Y'all got Wilt phone line. That's crazy when you got the GOAT crystal ball line.
Shit, he missed on the wide receiver too, Barney.
Yeah. Miami doing just that bad. Y'all got to go with it.
I told you, boy, that all about the Benjamins Club, man. Everybody passing around.
We gonna be all right. The D-line boys, I mean, that one sucked just because I felt real good about that recruitment. And to hear that quote at the end, like, damn, bro, you really did your thing, bro.
When them boys gonna go up in the rankings, though, the ones you do got?
That's another thing. They said that was been another update and shit changed.
Yeah, after that once the season get rolled.
Man, my German Turker don't pass your quarterback, fam. That's crazy.
Them boys definitely said.
My quarterback jumped up too. He's still down there.
Way down there.
Hey,
they definitely said that them 3 stars gonna be 4s for sure. So
I tell you, come on. I said, so me and you gotta do a bet. Let me get
how many you convert over?
Yeah, how many we convert?
We'll take a deeper look.
They don't respect Mario evals, man. Your quarterback's in the thousands.
What you say, C?
I gotta take a deeper look at y'all boy, man, because about 20 of them motherfuckers 3 stars. So I gotta see for sure though. But let me take a look, bro. See, I think y'all may have a couple of them that could end up being.
We ain't got 20 fuckers.
But real talk, that is an interesting conversation. Let's we can talk about it in the chat, and then we can figure out.
Yeah, we do that. But again, I'm sticking to my guns. The D-line class, like now you gotta get Franklin. Like that's a must get at this point. You cannot put all this shit in and get nothing out of it.
Yeah, that's a lot of resources. You've been on campus a lot.
Man, they've been on them kids for a while and putting a lot of energy and flying them back and forth. And, you know, come on, bro. Like, the shit gotta count at the end. I'm not going to let them off the hook because you putting all that energy in, which is cool. Like I said, that's why you backfill the class some. You know, go ahead and get some of those guys that you really like evaluation-wise, but you got to bring that thing on home and land these big boys that you've been putting all that effort into, man. Yeah, that one sucks. That's kicking the balls in. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It ain't looking good for Mario and the fellas, man.
Still like Lightfoot tomorrow. Now we gonna get Lightfoot by the time y'all hear this. Man, look here. I mean, I gotta like something.
Mark me down
shit.
for a Lightfoot whiff.
Where you think he going?
Who are the tops again?
Ohio State.
Oh,
He in
shit.
Chicago.
Yeah, mark me down.
He a
for
Chicago
Ryan,
kid. He got Georgia, Ohio State, Illinois, USC, and I think that's the whole thing. Oh, Bama. Yeah, Bama, Illinois, Georgia, Miami, USC, and Ohio State.
You feel like this the one to get it going right here, huh?
I certainly hope so. That's the vibes I've been getting. That's the word I've been hearing as of late. So, if not, man, I mean, hey, again, that's another stone cold whiff, Jack.
I wanted y'all at least get
y'all might as well just worry about football after this.
I was trying to get you to double down on something on our bet, bro. So I was hoping y'all at least get one or two of these, man.
Get a little confidence going.
Yeah.
No, I don't have right now.
Set them up, but shit.
Because he was a key piece to me getting that boost in my class. He was a very key component, man. Yeah.
This is Al Golden level of recruiting y'all stepping into.
Well, I've had a lot of guys go to the league.
Al brought in mid, man. All the lowest of keys, man.
Nah,
you guys brought. This is my last take. I don't want to harp on like Miami too hard. I know people be thinking like we got agendas and shit, but Mario's brought in for the recruiting to keep the big names home. That's what all the talking heads were saying when he got the Miami job, where they expected to see a shift in South Florida kids staying home and big time recruiting. And the season already is what it was, right? But to see the recruiting like this, and you're not losing. I know people saying they want to see the wins on the field, but Nebraska hasn't won. We haven't won that much more than you guys, so it's something to watch and monitor a little bit.
But see, my thing is to kind of put you, as a Miami fan, to put all your eggs and best for the on-field product. Like, that's from what you seen last year. Like, that's crazy. I mean, you as a fan, you want to hope for change and improvement, this, that, and other. But to say, we can wait till the games get played and all that shit is dangerous territory. But especially what you seen last year, and everything is pretty much new.
But that's kind of the good side of it is it was so bad that it ain't gonna take a lot to look a lot better.
Oh no, that shit.
But you need to get the wins too. I'm not saying we could just look good and lose a bunch of games like lose a bunch of close battles.
Yeah, I think
the record needs to be positive, and and the product has to just look better. But again, that's a pretty low bar. That's probably some of the worst Miami football I can remember watching. Like, especially offensively. I mean, the offense has been archaic for a while. When we still trying to hold on to pro style for years and years past the prime of it. But what we witnessed last year, I was like, this is some of the shittiest, boringest football I ever watched.
Yeah, that shit was bad. Y'all better
cross the 50. What could get strange, CJ's take was like you get into dangerous territory. I think what could get strange is the style of offense. And if like TVD, who already got struggling with that shoulder, if that's not smooth, you have Ja'Cory Brown come in and run an air raid offense. That's where it gets a little creepy for me at.
Yeah, it's my last take. I got on this, fellas, and then we could probably wrap it up a little. But how the message boards be going crazy.
Fuck them people.
I have to commit. But someone said, honestly, how do you cancel subscription for this garbage? He said, how do you cancel your subscription for this garbage?
Your own misery, bro.
First time, huh?
First time.
First time, huh?
I'm paying to have my heart broke, man.
Hey, that's really, I'm telling you.
I cancel my subscription for this garbage.
Because they wrote me an email. It's like, hey, why are you canceling? And I said, I wrote them back.
We ain't get nobody.
Because fuck them kids. I don't have time for this shit. Like, before I got on this show, bro, I did not follow recruiting no more because it was just like, I'm not going to keep getting kicked in the balls, man. I know how this ends, so I'm not heavy on it. But, for sake of giving good product out here, I have to dip, get back into that bag. And it's like, here we go again. Hey, let that hurt go, bro. You can cancel.
I got some good news tomorrow, so he'll be all right.
Yeah. We need that bounce back tomorrow, boy. Jesus.
Lightfoot, huh?
Make sure you guys like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe, man. Website on the way this week. We pulling up, man. We kicking something different. Pull up, subscribe. It's gonna be free to make you an account. Kick it with us a little bit.
Yeah, won't be no limits on what you can read.
Right.
We ain't gonna just be kicking people out for calling somebody dumb.
Right.
It's gonna be a little more freedom, man. We're gonna ask for, a certain level of respect. Obviously, keep it personal, but we're gonna allow more freedoms and just enjoy a little bit throwback vibes. Man. Everything ain't worth getting booted and kicked and banned and all that stuff, man. Been a little too sensitive, so we getting that soft shit out of here.
For sure.
Make sure you guys pull up to this the week, man. It's Sunday, but this Thursday, Trap Music Museum, man. Definitely pull up on us and in the 8.
Thursday evening too, so you may not even need no PTO, bro. Just pull on up.
Facts.
Thursday evening.
Bring real good vibes. Slide on over, man. We kicking it heavy, man. Jink pulling up, Johnny Rutledge pulling up, Brian McFadden pulling up, Ernest Graham and his son is pulling up. We got some guys pulling up to kick it with us a little bit, man. So show your face in the place if you're in the A. Actually, if y'all don't know anybody in the A, we're going to give away 2 tickets. Shout out to my man Larion. He told me to give away 2 tickets. Comment, DM us. If you know somebody, if you're not in the Atlanta area and you know somebody that may be interested in coming, we're giving away 4 tickets to just pull up as well. So hit us up in our DMs or comment in the comments here. However y'all can message any 3 of us. Just let us know if y'all know anybody in the Atlanta area that want to pull up, man. But it's going to be totally different. Live DJ in there spinning. Not open bar. A bar. A bar. It's
very
bar.
Different.
Yeah, big difference.
Very different.
But we in there kicking it heavy, man. A lot of vibrations. We appreciate y'all for kicking it with us this entire show. Any shout outs, fellas?
Shout out to the Vices, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Vices.
You know how I can go.
Nah, shout out to the people too, man. Everybody that's put up, like I said, I want to see a lot of you guys' faces this Thursday. Like bro was saying, Atlanta's our second biggest market as far as listeners. We already know how big Atlanta is in the South and the collection of college football teams from all 3 demographics, that reside in the area. So definitely come hang out with us, man, and pull up.
And still DM me if you want to pick me up from the airport.
Yeah, DM.
DM Larion if you still. I ain't got no offer yet.
What time you get in?
Like 4. Like 4.
Yeah, we can talk, bro. We can talk.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah. I'm pulling up right before, man. First class shawty. You know how I do it.
Hey, man, y'all
Hall of Fame sitting next to you, right?
Again.
All right.
Comfortably. 2 big boys sitting right next to each other. Comfortably.
Hey, that was an all-time story right there.
That was crazy.
That was dope. That was meant to be right there.
No doubt.
One time for the biggest, man. We'll see y'all on Thursday. Pull up and hang out with us. It's the Rollup. It's the vibes.